Hoping that everybody's having a fantastic Monday morning. I got to get out here early today. So yes, we're starting the show 1 hour early. Welcome to Our Bottom Line. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. Come on in, come on in. I don't see anybody here. I guess I got to pray for myself. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do that, you guys. I hope everybody's having a good one. I don't know what happened here, but let's see what we got going on here. We get some people coming on in here. I think we got the time right and everything else. But yeah, let's make sure. I know people probably still asleep. They're used to us being up at another time. So I'm going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt on that one, you know. Okay, give me 1 second to open up this screen at the same time as I do that. Let's get on over here, you guys. I hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. We're just going to keep on moving forward. Yes, we're starting early because the show must go on no matter what. We're here to do what? Trending topics, current events, much more. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Hoping everybody's having a great morning this morning because I know who is. I am. How's everybody doing? That's right. It's 5 o'clock. We up a little bit early this morning, you guys. So let me see what my time is looking like and come on in here so I can get this camera straight. And guess what, you guys? It's Monday the 12th. It's time to get it straight. Let's do what we got to do. Why has the U.S. now started striking out against Iran? We're about to get into it early. This way you guys can get out here, get the entire show, and make sure that you guys get the entire show this morning. So we're going to start early. Hope everybody's having a great day. Let's do it, you guys. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Let me know if you guys can hear me, as a matter of fact. Just want to make sure. Hey, Glamour out. Hey, Glare up there. Let me know if you can hear me. Jay Woods, let me know if you guys can hear me. Is your volume low today, sir? Okay, let's see what's going on with that right there with the volume. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Seems like we should be pretty good on the volume. I don't know what's going on with that, but let's check. Let's make sure. Let's make sure with that one, you guys. Let's see what we can do with that. Yeah, so I don't know. Let me see something. Let me fix that right there, too. Let me get that good. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let's see right now if you guys can hear me now. Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Let me know. Is that better? I got the mic right here. Turn the mic up this way. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me. That was me. I was talking kind of low. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. Got to turn my voice up a little bit instead. How about that? Let's do that way and make sure my voice is up. Okay, you guys, I think we're good now because it's Monday the 12th. Let's get on in here. I think we got about another. No, we don't. Let's go ahead and get those prayers in the air. Want to get prayers in the air for happiness. Want to get the prayers in the air for love. Want to get prayers in the air for understanding. Got to get those prayers in the air for me and you as well as our animals. That's right. Who we're praying for right now? We don't got that many people in here, but we're still going to pray for Jay Woods. Who else we got in here? We got Fred Hinkle. Okay, 1872. I see Lizzie up in the building early with us. I see the glare up there. 55 Coffee House. Lisa Roy's in the building as well. What's up, OG? I see Briz in the building as well. Winter Rising's up in here nice and early. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. It's time to get into it. Want to pray for Lisa. Also can't forget about Liberty and Justice. Casey. Can't forget about Winter Rising. Collective. Angels Among Us. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker. Mark Dorfman. Can't forget about all our family members like Luigi, Teddy. Can't forget about Justin, Jordan. Also want to make sure that we're getting all the ladies in there too. Can't forget about Miss Swanza, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy, and everybody else. Plus myself. I see you in the building, you guys. Briz, what's up, everybody? Making sure that we're in this building today. Okay, who else we got in this building just before we keep on going? We got, let's see who I can remember. Teddy. We can't forget about Terry. Also, we got to make sure that we get Luigi in there as well. Okay, cool. And guess what? Good morning, you guys. Thank you so much. Amen. I appreciate you guys. Okay, I don't want to be yelling all morning, but I got to do it this way. I got to do it. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. Whoa. And we Wind it up, do, 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 do. Wind it up, do, 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 do. Wind it up, because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It should be 5 o'clock here, but let's check. Do, 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 do. Come on, let's start the show. They're ready to go. Come on. It's time to start the show. Go. Let's go. We need a wave? Okay, cool. Do, 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 do. Come on, let's start the show. I'm ready to go. Come on. They're ready to start the show. Now is that good? Huh? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Olay. That's right, you guys. I don't need you if you don't want to work for me. Open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those. It's Monday the 12th, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. So I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning, you guys. What's going on? How everybody doing? Oh, the Cash App. Oh, you guys feeling donation this morning. Okay, you want to look out for your boy? It's called Boogotti NYC, the same way my name is spelled. I thought it was Boogotti Cash. That's why it's good for us to be able to hang out together. We had a good mod meeting yesterday, and I just found out I didn't even know what my Cash App was. I was giving you guys the wrong Cash App information. So yes, my Cash App information is BOOGOTTINYC. Really appreciate you guys, every one of you that's here this morning, because we got a lot to go over. We got trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Yes, we're starting the show much earlier this morning, because guess what? This way you guys get to see the entire show. Also, if you have to step out, you'll still be able to step back in. And I got to get out of here early as well, too. So it's a good thing for everybody. Let's get on into what we got this morning, you guys. Trending topics, current events, and much, much more. So without any further ado, you know what I'm about to say, right? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. I like to see those flags waving side to side too. It let me know what country you're chiming in from as well. That's right, you guys. We go everywhere. We got family all over the world, and it's been proven because they always chime in. And guess what I also want to ask you guys to do? Let's try to stay on topic and stay on point today. This way the dialogue is always going to be good, and we're going to be sticking to what we have to say. Trust me, it makes for such a better show when we stick to the topics. And don't worry about the trolls. Once they stick their heads out, we get rid of them no matter what. We got a great family over here, and we just can't wait to bring it all to you guys. So you know what I'm going to say after that? Without any further ado, I think it's about time to say this. Let's get into these titles. Let's go. Let's get into these titles, you guys. We got Trump. He says no more peace with Iran. As you guys know, there was a wave where Iran went against the peace treaty while we're supposed to be celebrating our 4th of July, our 250th, as well as they were in a time of mourning. But it seems as if they struck more than 1 or 2 ships in the Strait of Hormuz, making the excuse of they went off course and out of the region and where they were supposed to go. So yes, the U.S. went back. Wave 1, big wave. 2 waves, strike number 2. And as of yesterday, a 3rd wave of rounds of strikes against Iran, totaling over 180 locations. They still won't take it as a loss, and they still want to fight. That's just what it is. We got so much more to cover. Just wanted to let you know where we're at with that. So if your gas prices are staying the same, that's why. Let's keep on moving forward. Also, we've got another situation where Nick Shirley and Dr. Oz exposed social daycare centers for adults. right here in New York. And when I saw that, I was like, makes you think, all of these locations back to back, 5 or 6, 7, 8 pharmacists on the same block. No one ever thought about that, huh? I guess because a lot of us don't read Chinese or their language. But yeah, watch when they break this down. You guys are gonna love this clip as well. Last but not least, what we have over here is how did Republican Senator Lindsey Graham die at age 71 after his Ukraine visit? People are trying to make presumptions, speculating about a lot of things. We've got President Trump who spoke to him 7 hours before he passed, and he's going to tell us exactly what Lindsey Graham said, how he was feeling, and much, much more. You guys, let's get into it. It's time to get it on. It's Monday morning. We got news to send. We got trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section. Come on in, you guys. Grab your water, your tea, and your 55 coffee, and let's go ahead and do what we got to do. Let's get into it, you guys. Early this morning, as we talk about the new rounds, that's what's going on right now with the Supreme Leader as the strikes continue in the United States of in the Straits of Hormuz. Yes, we have the Iran's Supreme Leader who calls for revenge and a new message as the U.S. and Iran strikes continue. Come on, you guys, it's Monday. Let's do it. Let's get into it early. Let's go.
Overnight, the U.S. striking Iran in retaliation after Iran attacked a container ship in the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. military saying it's imposing a heavy cost by continuing to degrade Iran's ability to attack civilian mariners and commercial ships freely transiting the strait. Adding that U.S. forces hit approximately 140 Iranian military targets, including Iranian missile and drone sites, naval capabilities, ammunition storage facilities, communication networks, and coastal surveillance locations. Secretary Pete Hegseth posting, Iran made a poor choice, now they pay. Iran then saying it hit back, targeting U.S. assets across the Middle East. Iran had said it fired after several ships used unapproved routes and ignored warnings from its navy, now declaring it's closing the strait until the end of American interventions in this region and warning it will meet any retaliation with a severe response. It comes as Iran's Supreme Leader pledges revenge for his father's killing, vowing in a statement broadcast on state TV, revenge is the demand of our nation and must certainly be carried out. That warning just hours after President Trump threatened to decimate Iran if it tries to kill him, posting 1,000 missiles are locked and loaded and aimed at Iran, with thousands more to immediately follow if Iran acts on its threat to assassinate or attempt to assassinate him. Adding orders have already been given and the U.S. military is ready, willing, and able to completely decimate and destroy all areas of Iran. Trump's post coming after reports this week that Israel allegedly shared new intelligence to the U.S. about a plot against him. And Trump himself has said he's a top target.
I'm number one on the kill list for Iran.
And yet talks had continued. Even after the U.S. and Iran traded fire all week, Iran's foreign minister met with his Omani counterpart on Saturday in Oman. Iran state media says they discussed the safe passage of ships through the Strait of Hormuz and Oman's position on the use of diplomacy to prevent the escalation of tension in the region. So before these latest strikes, U.S. officials were actually optimistic about talks. In fact, a senior U.S. official said on Friday that the Iranians had privately told President Trump's advisors they screwed up and made a mistake in shooting at those ships. But now, Rhiannon, the fighting has resumed.
Okay, you guys, I'm trying to make sure I stay close to this speaker over here because we're about to start practicing on getting this other mic up. Just couldn't do it today because I don't want to practice on a day where we're actually running a show. So yeah, don't worry about the audio. We're going to be all good. Just got to double tap that screen and keep those likes up, you guys. We're going to make sure that everything is flowing correctly. Want to let you guys know what's going on all around the world. Real talk right now. A lot of serious situations, a lot of serious trending topics, and we're right here on the cusp of everything, right on our bottom line. Let's keep on going, you guys. I got some serious other reports to bring you from Ukraine, where these parents heard some boom, boom, booming automatically, started to come in. That's right, you guys, missile fire. And it was so crazy because they have their children outside in the playgrounds playing around. And once they start seeing these and hearing these noises come in, they know what it is. So they just start, for dear life, just grabbing their children, wrapping their bodies around their children. This is what's actually going on with those people that we keep speaking about. those free and have the people that have nothing to do with it, all of the civilians that are now caught up in this situation. I want you guys to see what's actually going on when it comes down to Ukraine and when they're thinking they can have a regular day, but of course not, they can't. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, let's go. Now what we have here is a terrifying closed circuit TV and it shows a woman shielding her child during a Russian strike in Ukraine. Not much audio, or don't worry about audio. All you're gonna do is be able to hear boom booming and basically how they're trying to cover their kids and basically risk their own lives for their children to stay alive. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. So again, not much audio. Don't worry about audio. You guys can see actually what's going on here, which is scared and fearless for their life. What's crazy is how they're trying to continue living their lives during situations like this. And I understand what some people are trying to say, I am the bars. Yeah, this kind of news is stressful and unhealthy to consume consistently. It is, but that's what these people are consuming every single day. First time ever on our show, we actually showed something like this, just to let you know. I want you guys to see what's happening all over the world. Let's keep going on. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Also, let's double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up and get many more people over here to actually see the show and what else we have actually going on. We're trying to show you all over the world what different topics are happening, where we're at right up until the cusp right now. Let's keep on moving, you guys. Let's go. And she's literally still trying to take orders as this happens. It's crazy. So yeah, let's keep on going, you guys. I mean, that's bananas right there. I also would like to stop right now because we're not just, we're all about love and peace over here. And again, all of these people are peaceful. They don't want to deal with situations like this. They have absolutely nothing to do when it comes down to this WAR. And the sad part about it is now people are becoming casualties, also with drones and things like that of that nature. We over here at Our Bottom Line, we care about every single person, Russia, Ukraine, everybody. We want the whole thing to stop so that they can be less casualties and more people can try to live on together. We encourage that people try to debate, have conversations, even if we argue, before we come to situations like what we're seeing right now. That's why we want to pray for every single person that's dealing with these tragedies and these situations, for the family members that are lost and everybody involved in these situations. We ask Father God for his love today. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. We got to get on over to the U.S. They're launching airstrikes on Iran after a ship was hit. Now, it's back and forth to the Strait of Hormuz. After that, we out of here. Got to come to Queens in New York. But that does not necessarily mean that it's not going to be bad news. It's what's reported on the top. What we do over here, we report all top news from every region. I can't deprive you guys of what's actually going on. Sometimes we try to put in buffers to try to make their moods change up a bit, but there's a lot of bad going on out there, guys, and I don't control the news or the topics. Let's keep on moving. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, and let's get it on.
The U.S. military has struck again in Iran. It's the third round of airstrikes we've seen in recent days as an interim deal to end the Iran war looks more in danger than ever before. Iran had attacked a ship in the Strait of Hormuz, a container ship. It caught fire and the crew abandoned it. The U.S. immediately launched these airstrikes afterwards, targeting some 140 sites in Iran. This is the highest number of strikes that we've seen over these days of airstrikes. Now, in response, Iran apparently retaliated with strikes targeting Qatar, Bahrain, and the United Arab Emirates today. Now, Iran has made a lot of other claims as well. Everything seems pretty scattered, What is known is that missile alert sirens went off in those 3 countries. It remains unclear if any damage has been done. All this is coming as there had been hopes that negotiations would resume over trying to reach a permanent end to the Iran war, but the Strait of Hormuz, the narrow mouth of the Persian Gulf, through which about a fifth.
See what Winter Rising says right there? We have no political affiliation. We listen to both sides, all sides. We're not affiliated with any party over here. We like to debate because we rather debate than get into things like this. We feel that if we can argue, we can actually have a conversation, and maybe we can get a real good idea that comes out of those debates before we can have to come to situations like this.
Of all natural gas and crude oil once passed in peacetime is central to the ongoing tensions. Now, Iran insists it must have sole control over the strait and be able to charge vessels going through it. That would upend decades of world belief that this is an international waterway.
That's why it's a problem, because that's never been anything that they were able to do before, and now all of a sudden they want full control of the strait, which is going to continuously make the United States go back and forth with them at odds, because that's something that's not even on the table.
Despite it being in the territorial waters of both Iran and Oman.
Okay. Keep on going, you guys. They're making it really hard to negotiate right now when it comes down to that situation. But yeah, let's get on over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Bum, bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Now, this might not be pleasant news either, depending on the type of person you are. You might take WAR in a bad way. You might take this in a bad way. Fraud. How do you feel about the United States and the government, as well as yourself, being monetarily stolen from? How do you feel about that? All of the people that's talking about this other stuff. Oh my God, this is so sensitive. It's news, buddy. Get over it, okay? Now we got to keep on moving, because we're going to go over to New York and see what's going on with Dr. Oz and Nick Shirley real quick, as they expose some social adult daycare centers in New York City. I'm talking about multi-millions of dollars, you guys, right here in my state. It's about time. Come on, y'all. They need to take a bite out of crime when it comes down to theft. Let's go and see what's going on with this quick.
This is a war on fraud, the likes of which you have never seen.
I feel like Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, man. I've been to California, Iowa, Ohio, Minnesota, today, New York City, Flushing, and Queens. We take you to the front lines wherever we're going. Here, social adult daycare centers, the biggest fraud you've never heard of. I walk through here and I wonder, how is it possible that you would have this many pharmacies in such close proximity to each other? And we're gonna start counting. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got one here.
One right there.
Number 2, look at this. This is the durable medical equipment supplier. Those are
Now, this is the one that he called out before specifically. Dr. Oz called out these companies because millions of dollars can be washed in companies like this and covered up for. Because it's like medical equipment, it's like, wheelchairs, electric wheelchairs. It's like different things like that, which they can definitely inflate the prices of and or send them to you even if you don't need them, thereby still getting the transaction to go through.
They're all the things they sell, wheelchairs and automatic scooters. These are expensive. And then we have another pharmacy.
You guys got to realize that this is only on one strip in New York. So that's why it's a lot, and it's a lot going on, and it's been like this for many years. I know this area in Queens. Another thing why we don't pay attention to it, it's not in our language, it's not in the place that we're at, so we don't pay that much attention to it. But if you knew that there was 7 or 8 pharmacies back to back, it would be something to make the average person say, it's pretty strange. Like 7 Chinese restaurants, 7 McDonald's next to each other. That just doesn't make sense.
I'm losing track. It's like a game show. You get a pharmacy, you get a pharmacy.
So we have an all-live social daycare right here.
Another social adult daycare center. But over here we have a
Now we've got a social adult daycare center.
bunch more across the street.
Across the street.
Across the street, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 massage. Even inside of some of the apartments, they got signage up there.
And I mean, I got more pharmacies. This business entity, this social adult daycare center, which I'm pretty sure none of your listeners have ever heard of. right? He generated $2.5 billion over the last 3 years in New York State.
So you guys didn't think that that was important because we're showing you all of these places? Does that matter when it comes down to the amount of money? Just 2 of these locations, $2.5 billion in fraud?
Which, almost all, 2.1 billion was right here in Flushing, Queens, and Brooklyn next door, and the surrounding areas. You go 10 miles to Long Island from here, doesn't exist, doesn't happen. So if you're me, and I'm supposed to protect the federal tax dollars, it makes you very concerned. Something's wrong. When all the money's spent in one place, and what the problem is, it's now starting to metastasize. This bad idea, the fraud, is starting to spread. If you're a fraudster, run, because we are coming after you.
Okay, you guys, just want you guys to see just a little bit of what's going on. You'll probably look at those locations and be like, yeah, Boogotti, but that's only, yeah, whatever. How much money could they be making? $2.5 billion. Oh, yeah, I didn't say million, I said billion. Oh my God, we just on the wrong business, y'all. Double tap that screen, let's get those likes up. Come on, you guys, if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? This is Our Bottom Line. We do this every single day, every single day. We do trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section. So what we're gonna ask you guys to do today is what? Pick up that phone, and if you're watching the show, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Also, for all of the people out there that like to show some support, our Cash App is BOOGOTTINYC. Just how you spell it, BOOGOTTINYC. Thank you so much for the love and support. Let's keep on going now. We got some breaking news where Trump says he spoke to Lindsey Graham hours before he lost his life. Let's get right into it, you guys. Let's keep on moving. Double tap. And also, have you guys subscribed to the channel already?
Still reeling from the death of a Senate power player, that being Lindsey Graham, and those tributes being led by the US president today.
They are Republican Senator Lindsey Graham from South Carolina passing away at the age of 71, sudden and unexpectedly, a short and brief illness according to his office. It is something that has sent shockwaves through Washington, D.C. It was just a matter of, well, a little more than 24 hours ago that Senator Graham, who was once a presidential hopeful back in 2015 before pulling out of the race before the primaries even began, was actually in Ukraine. He was a long-time staunch supporter of Ukraine and a long-time critic of Russia. Also somebody who was highly critical of the Iranian regime, and there had been posters carried throughout Iran indicating that he was a target of the Iranian regime, somebody that they wanted wiped out. There's no suggestion at this stage of any foul play when it comes to his death, but he arrived back from Ukraine. And President Trump spoke with a couple of American news outlets today. He indicated he'd had a phone conversation around about 7 p.m. local time with Lindsey Graham last night. It was probably 7 hours or so later that news of his death broke here in the very early hours of the morning here on a Sunday here in the United States. Here is President Trump and also Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on the...
Okay, you guys, let's get that out there. Global news with diverse views. Welcome back, fam, to Our Bottom Line with your boy Boogotti NYC and our fam co-host Liberty and Justice Jeffrey Spilker, 55 Coffee House. All of the fam that's up in the building this morning. Good morning, you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. And guess what? Thank you for another day here, right? Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's go. What's up, Cody? What's that, Cody? See Yolanda's in the building. Who else we got that's watching but not checking in? Go ahead, y'all. Tap that button and let everybody know you're here, too.
Passing of Lindsey Graham.
He was like a member of the family to me. It's very tough, actually.
Are you learning any more details about how and why he may have passed? Did he tell you anything in that phone call, Mr. President, about not feeling well?
No, he said he's a little tired. He went a long trip, many hours.
Yeah, because you got to imagine if he went over there to do some business for the country, he reported back to the president when he came back. So that was one of the last people that Lindsey Graham actually spoke to.
And he had just gotten back. And it must have been right after that, because I understand the police or whoever it is came there at about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening, something like that. So somebody notified him. But no, he felt okay. I mean, I actually, on the call, he told me, I feel good, but I'm tired.
He was such an American patriot. He was unabashedly for America, and he was unabashedly against the enemies of America. And he was a wonderful, wonderful friend a great American patriot and a great champion of the Israel-American alliance, and I'll miss him personally.
Hey guys, you don't mind, let's go ahead and show some love for Lindsey Graham right now, you guys. Let's go ahead. I know we didn't do it the other day, but let's go ahead and show a prayer and some love for Lindsey Graham. No matter what side of the polls or what sides of the ticket you're on, I really would appreciate it if you guys do that for me right now, you know, just for your boy, for the show. Let's go ahead and show some love for Lindsey Graham as a person who lost his life. Probably didn't believe he had the same party or the same beliefs as us, but he still was a human being, and that's how I look at things. Just because we don't have, you know, the same beliefs does not mean that we're not part of one major party, and that's the human race. So I want to be respectful as a human being and show massive respect and love to him as well as his family in these times. Amen, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward, because now we got more countries that talking about they're moving to tighten up their borders, and they're taking a little note from what we're doing over here in the United States. So what you guys are going to see is a lot of doom doom, doom doom, doom 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 doom, doom 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 doom, ice ice baby, get 'em. Watch your head. It's about to go down, you guys, and I'm not talking about just in one state or one city. It's all over. Let's go. I said it. Let's go. See what's going on with these immigration crackdowns.
With ICE arrests surging in the United States, border crossings at record lows, and deportations in the hundreds of thousands since President Trump took office, all working to make good on his campaign promise.
We will not be conquered.
Some countries around the world may be following suit, moving to ramp up deportations of their own.
We've seen a worldwide shift toward more aggressive deportation policies.
In the United Kingdom, deportations.
Everybody's saying, please go home. Go get some beans and bologna. They're trying to send them all back home. It's not just the United States.
Jumped 21% last year, according to the UK Home Office, to the highest level in 8 years. Part of a growing right-wing movement against migration there, with rhetoric that mirrors Trump's.
British people are genuinely scared. Women are frightened to go into their towns alone.
The European Union also just enacted a controversial set of migration policies last month, overhauling its asylum system, echoing some restrictions seen in the U.S. One of the key EU provisions speeds up departures for rejected asylum seekers by automatically issuing return orders when their applications are denied. The European Parliament also greenlighting plans for overseas detention centers that the 27 member states need to formally approve. All of it drawing criticism from human rights activists.
The dehumanization of migrants and refugees, including in the UK, US, and many EU countries, is appalling.
In Australia, the government inked a deal with a tiny Pacific island, agreeing to pay Nauru more than $1 billion over 3 decades to house deportees who can't return to their home country.
Whoa, they're spending money all over the world. I guess that's why they're striking back out there, you guys. And you see us, there's always going to be some people that are kind of like our sanctuary cities over here. In other countries, they may not call them sanctuary cities, but they still may have the same policies. You get what I'm saying when I say that? They may not be sanctuary cities, but they may have some of the sanctuary or the same policies where they're actually looking out. OG Kicks, what's going on? You got something going on with Yolanda? I mean, because I don't get it, bro. I don't see you sticking to the script. I don't know what's going on here. And you just came off my radar personally, just by myself. Now, I see everybody else leaving you alone, but I got a question. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Don't throw my show off. Let's go. Let's get on over to Toronto, or you can kick a rock for a block. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward right now to see what's happening with these 2 people that lost their lives over street festivals, it's under investigation right now. Check this out, you guys. Let's go. We got much more news to cover. We're not here at 5 o'clock in the morning to play around. We're here to do trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Global news right now. Let's get on over to Toronto. 2 people lost their lives. Stay on topic, you guys. Let's get it. Let's go.
In the Toronto area are speaking on this shooting situation live. Let's watch.
Active and chaotic scene at times. There was some concern of an active shooter. That turned out not to be the case. As you can imagine, the information is flowing very, very quickly when something like this is unfolding. We have now established about 3 crime scenes, and homicide investigators and gun gang crime investigators are on the scene as well, conducting what is a very complex investigation into what took place. The festival essentially has been moved back away from this scene, and the investigation of this area will be cordoned off for some time while investigators go about their work. I would ask that any members of the public that saw anything, that perhaps had video of what took place, that they might contact 416-808-1300, as we will be very eager to get all the information that we can and piece together what took place.
I can't stand when they do that. It seems like all over the world now, they too much, I think there's a dependency on video more than patrol. There needs to be more patrol for prevention than worrying about getting some video for after the fact. That's my personal view.
As I said earlier, this is a very fluid and active matter. Investigators are currently working as we speak here. So I might be able to answer some of your questions as we go forward, but for now I'll turn the microphone over to Mayor Chow for some comments. Thank you.
Now, I might be wrong for this, but I'm so used to the YouTube videos of her saying, oh, we got so much stuff going on here. That, you know, when I saw her in the back, I kind of thought that that was going to happen, but this is a more serious situation.
I'm joined by Councillor Cole and the local councillor, Councillor Matlow. I'm deeply disturbed and angry about this reckless, irresponsible act of violence. And right in the middle of a festival attended by families, children, seniors, and just beyond words how disturbed I am. I want to, for the two people that passed away, their loved ones, I want to send condolence. The pain they must be going.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but the helicopter in the back, I just don't freaking get it. The helicopter is just like doing us dirty. Sad situation in Toronto. 2 people lost their lives, and this is another one, you guys, where they never expected it to happen. Investigation is underway, and guess what? This happened at a street fair while the street fair was going on. Want to pray for the people in Toronto, the 2 people that lost their lives, as well as their families, whoever's been affected by it, as well as the first responders who came onto the scene. Let's keep on moving, you guys. Amen. Let's go. We got more work to do now. We got to get on over to San Diego, as this Valley Center says that avocado farmers are now saying, we don't know what we're going to do with these avocados. We got so many other countries that are now being allowed to send their fruits and vegetables into our country. The fact of the matter is our farmers not even going to be able to sell their own crops. What do we do about situations like that? Are these the times when they say that the government gives you money to destroy parts of your crops? Is that the reason? Because they have these other fruits and vegetables coming in? I need to know. I have questions, you guys. I want to know. Because what if we did decide to start farming and things like that? Would this happen to us? This avocado farmer, he has a crop ready to go right now. And his next year is already planted and ready to go into harvest. But he says he's ready to go out of business because he's just not going to be able to stay in business with the competition. Let's see what's going on here.
Avocado farmers say they're struggling as imports from Mexico and other countries come into the U.S. They say these imports are pushing the local farmers out of the market. ABC 10 News North County Inland reporter Jane Kim spoke with one local farmer who says he may get out of the avocado business altogether.
Too many of you guys are saying the same thing, and I got to listen to you. I got to listen to you when all of you guys are saying the same thing from different cities. 55 Coffee House, they just need to lower the price. What else you got over here from Joe Watts says lower the price. They don't want to they don't want to budge on the price. Everybody's saying the same thing. It's sad that the government pays farmers to not harvest or plant crops. Yeah, that's a very sad one right there, Winter.
Local avocado farmers are producing more fruit than ever, but experts say that competition and market factors are pushing them out of business.
Here's some of the fruit that we're going to be harvesting soon.
Enrico Ferro has been growing avocados on his farm in Valley Center for more than 2 decades. Right now, there are a lot of avocados to be picked.
Right now, my grove has never looked better, and there's a big crop on the trees for next year. And yet, people like me are going out of business all the time.
I asked Enrico why that's the case. What's forcing avocado farmers out of the business? He told me part of the reason, imports flooding the market from Mexico.
$2.99 for one avocado. Yeah, those joints is expensive as hell, boy. Yeah, you're right about that, guys. Yeah, you're right. Or you get the fake ones for cheap.
In Peru to Guatemala and Chile.
Now, it doesn't matter what time of year it is, there's always imported fruit coming in, and we no longer have a shared market. And so we're subject to whatever the market is at that time.
He also says costs for water and labor contribute to the losses he's experiencing. Right now, avocados from Mexico enter the country tariff-free.
The farm itself is doing amazing. I've put 22 years into this. I finally got it to a point where it's really producing well. The trees look amazing, the fruit looks amazing, I'm doing everything right. And yet I'm thinking about, how do I mitigate the current situation? Do I cut down 80% of the trees? How do I stay in business?
He hopes he can survive this global market for the fruit that's growing in popularity. In Valley Center, Jane Kim, ABC 10 News.
Winter, we're the
Avocado farmers say
Winter, we're the only ones that can do anything about it. The sad part about it is we all talk about it, but we never do anything. Like, we don't do anything about potato chips. How many people still going in the store buying potato chips and letting them rip you off? $3.75 for the 50-cent bag. Oh, no problem. Just walk out the store, whatever. As long as you don't say nothing, they're going to keep on stealing from you, straight up. And maybe if I got to keep on saying it like that, maybe you guys will finally, step up and do something about it. Start fighting back. Call the companies. 3,000 people call Wise or one of these potato chip companies and be like, yo, check this out. We're not rocking with y'all no more. All of a sudden, something's going to change. I'm telling you. That's how you got to do. That's how you got to do it. But constantly complaining and not doing anything about it, that's exactly what you're going to be doing. Constantly complaining and not doing nothing about it. And now let's get on over to From Television Studio in Los Angeles. You guys remember that? Well, those were the days. All of the shows that you used to watch back in the days, from Tandem to all of those other shows. Well, guess what? That place is struggling because not only is there a food situation going on, but all around the world, it's the same song when it comes down to real estate and to high prices, especially where? In Los Angeles. Come on, you guys, because Television City and Historic Production Studio in Los Angeles could be sold soon. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. When it comes down to making movies now and filming and things like that, they're trying to go to different places where it's much cheaper in order to shoot these movies. You're getting incentives to go shoot in other places. So Hollywood is not as big as it used to be when it comes down to shooting. You can shoot anywhere. Look at me. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
New at 11, another possible sale of a Hollywood landmark studio. It's once again calling the state of the industry into question. This time, Television City at Beverly Boulevard in Fairfax is expected to hit the market.
It sits behind the original farmers market, and of course it served as a stage for some of Hollywood's biggest productions. American Idol shot there, The Carol Burnett Show, and of course, The Price is Right, just to name a few. CBS sold the studio back in 2019 to a private real estate firm. That firm is now reportedly battling a bill of debt into the millions. That group, Hackman Capital, saying to NBC4 News tonight in part, quote, as an owner of studio assets in multiple U.S. and international markets, we have seen firsthand how Los Angeles studio real estate faces significant pressure from high production costs and uncompetitive tax incentives. Television City is a local treasure, home to decades of iconic productions, and we remain in active discussions with our lending partners as we carefully evaluate all alternatives available for its future. We reach out to Mayor Bass's office, which said in part, Mayor Bass will continue to fight for tax credits, incentives, and less red tape at the federal, state, and local level to bring more productions back to LA.
It's a wrap. Anytime you waiting on Mayor Bass to do anything, it is a wrap rizzle. She ain't even do nothing about the permits for the people with the fires, the wildfires. It seems like all she delivers is empty promises. Promises, promises. She can't keep. Drop a comment in the chat, you guys. Let's get down to business. Our bottom line, all about good vibes, current news, health, and hot topics. No political bias here. Come on and tap in, you guys. Let's do what we got to do. Maybe they should stop making a woke slop and get back to creativity. Maybe you're right about that. And my question is this, Turbo, while we on that topic, how come they keep on saying the old school is washed up when it comes down to stuff, but they keep on remaking all the old movies? You guys say old school is over with, you guys are washed up, old rap this or whatever like that. Okay, cool. So why are we up to Rocky 90? Now we got Creed, and now we got Predator 37. And how come you guys can't make up your own movies? We can go back to the Friday 13 and Freddy Krueger series and knock out all these crappy movies that they're making now. I don't even go to the movies, have no idea what the last one was, you guys. I don't even know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Real talk, the movies and the quality just sucks. Gotta be honest with you guys. There used to be real actors out there that really could carry a role, you know what I mean? And you would see that the actor in them, you know? Maybe like a Denzel or somebody like a Meryl Streep that really carries a role. You know who I'm talking about. Somebody that actually embodies the character. Not like these fake actors nowadays. They go on YouTube for a while, now all of a sudden, I'm a famous actor. Get the hell out of here, man. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Does anyone take any notice of Hollywood anymore? I hope not. You're right, Zookeeper, because now they're everywhere shooting. See what's going on over here in Turkey. You guys ready for this? Oh, my God. Whoa. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I don't know why Diana Ross made that song, but I know one group of people that adapted it very quickly and they made it theirs. You know who I'm talking about, right? That's right, you guys. You think it's old? You think it was a game? I told you we back. We're talking about none other than the Broken Wristed Click. That's right, you guys, the Broken Wristed Click. You know that click, the BWC, the Broken Wristed Click. No matter what you do, they just won't get right. You guys know what I mean. You can put a 2x4 under there and tie it down with some duct tape. It's still gonna go just like that, right? Well, guess what happened, you guys? There was a group of LGBTQ people that were on a cruise, and guess what? Turkey said, don't try to dock here, don't stop here. Keep it pushing. So whatever you guys are doing on that boat, keep it going. They tried to get permission to stop in Turkey. Turkey said no, because that is against our moral standards. What do you guys think? Do you think that people should get really angry at them and start writing letters and petitioning Turkey? What do you guys think about this video right here I'm about to show you guys? Let's go. Check this out.
Second time this week, a gay cruise in the Mediterranean was denied entry. The Turkish government banned travelers from docking because of, quote, moral standards. At least 1,000 Americans are on board, including passengers from South Florida.
NBC6's Jamie Garola spoke with some.
They won't let them dock. They're like, man, keep that boat pushing. Yeah, we got permission to, do we have permission to dock? No, keep going.
Some of them, and he's live in Miami with more. Jamie.
Yeah, this is a very popular gay cruise. They've been doing this for decades, and some passengers on board say they have been looking forward to this for a while.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, flame on.
It's hosted by
Flame on.
the largest gay and lesbian vacation company in the world. Thomas Barker is from Miami. The 10-day trip was a gift to him from his husband.
And so there are thousands of men who come up to the ship to celebrate and to feel free to be who we are without any fear of homophobia or to be able to be ourselves in a public space.
But that freedom of expression was challenged when the ship tried docking in Turkey. The government unexpectedly denied the ship entry because of what they call moral standards. Authorities posted this online. Translated in English, it says, a cruise ship chartered by a group known for behavior that does not align with the values and moral standards of our society and that had generated significant concern among various segments of the public has been canceled. It is absolutely out of the question that this group will come to our province for such an event.
Did you hear what they said in Turkey? It is absolutely out of the question that this group will come to our province for such an event. 1,000 what? Can you imagine 1,000 flames running through Turkey acting? They said, oh, no, you won't. Gobble, gobble somewhere else. Turkey no want it. No, you won't. No, thank you. Keep it moving. Not here. Turkey said it straight up and down and released the statement. Call us what you want.
I mean, I think what's really disappointing is that we spend a lot of our times as gay people really trying to find safe spaces. and
No, you don't. You try to promote it. You try to make posters. You try to make people feel bad because they're not. You try to promote it to kids. You bring it into schools. I get on the train and I see a poster. I see motion going on. How come we never see the man anymore with the boots on, with the construction hat on, with a 2x4 or something like this, like, yeah, on my way to build this building. Yeah, let me go over here and do that. Or somebody over there with on somebody riding a bull or something like that. You know, why we don't see that stuff no more? Oh, you guys, and then they start saying we're trying to look at it, we're trying to promote us and not them, right? What's wrong with that? Got it to the point where women can't even be women anymore. Oh, that's so feminist. That's so this, that's so that. And y'all the ones that brought them in the door. Yeah, we ain't bring them in the gate like y'all did. Oh, my friend such and such, he hangs out with us or whatever. Y'all open the door for stuff like this to happen. All they did was started slowly getting you guys out of the mix, took over this whole situation, and now they call you a fish. You know what I'm talking about. Let's keep going.
Going on this cruise is about as safe as it's supposed to get, right? And we were excited to go to new places and potentially experience that safe space in places like Turkey and in Egypt, where it is obviously very difficult to be a gay person in those countries.
I think I'm moving to Egypt or Turkey. I don't know their acceptance of the brothers, but I'm telling you one thing, that seems like it's very attractive to me. That's how they getting down? You can't even dock a boat over here? I might need to go visit Nairobi or go check out Egypt and see what's going on over there. You guys, y'all see what's going on. Let's have some more fun and keep on going. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. This is Our Bottom Line, our show, where it's trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Let's keep on going, you guys, because now we got more coming up right here where we got this Phoenix, a man who goes viral for fighting a fire naked. I'm not playing, you guys. I'm talking about buck bark naked. Let me tell you something. If you was in your bed, all of a sudden you look out the window and you see some embers, shiver me timbers, and it's red, and you look out your window, I think the first thing the first person might do is grab their drawers and put them back on. I don't know what you was doing in your bed. Hey, a lot of people like to sleep that way. I can't tell you what to do inside your house, but once you come outside and you start letting everybody else see your Tom and Harry, it's a little different situation, huh? Check this situation out over here, you guys. Come on over to Phoenix, where a man goes viral for fighting a fire naked. Come on, you guys. Let's get into this real quick. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go.
With ICE arrest surging in the United States.
No, we're not on that already. We did that already. Let's get back over here. Wait a minute. Bom, 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 bom. I'm sorry about that, you guys. Bo-do-do-do-do. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I think I might have put it down, but you know we're gonna go get it, right? Hold on a minute. Man fights fire naked. We know we can go get that. A-K-E-D, A-E-E-E-E-E, boop. Okay, here we go.
Well, give it up for the Navy guys. New at 9, a Navy veteran jumps out of bed to fight a fire at his next-door neighbor's house.
But the real reason this is going viral in the heat of the moment, he forgot his clothes. Lauren Donovan has the story.
Your eyes aren't deceiving you. Wesley Howard is sprinting stark naked out of his house. But let's be clear, he's no streaker.
My instinct told me to run down the stairs, grab that hose, and start fighting, regardless if I had clothes on or not.
At what point did you realize I am naked?
Immediately. The second I went out that front door and I felt the cool air and I went around that corner, I knew right away. I'm like, this feels weird, but I have to keep going. I'm committed now.
For context, this happened July 5th in the wee hours after Independence Day.
I was in bed around midnight, and I got woken up by her shouting up the stairs that we need to get out of the house.
The 43-year-old Navy vet tells me once he got his wits about him, he was stunned by what he saw out the window.
I could see the bright orange glow between the two houses.
Loud enough, he could hear it crackling.
That split second, I had a choice to make.
With the help of his fiancée, a fire extinguisher, and eventually a pair of shorts, they contained it until East Pierce Fire arrived.
It was about 5 minutes naked and about 10 minutes with a pair of shorts on before the firefighters showed up.
Luckily, he walked away with just crispy toes. It turns out the culprit was leftover fireworks in the neighbor's trash can.
Just because it's not 4th of July anymore, like you said, we'll still have fireworks on them off. The danger is still there.
Reporting in Sumner, Lauren Donovan, Fox News.
Naked, naked, naked. The naked man saves the day. So, hey, you guys, don't call the police on him. He actually was doing a good deed. Go give a shout out to the man in Phoenix for running outside and buck naked at night to save his neighbor's house as well as the fence that separated them because of the fireworks. So glad that nobody got hurt in this terrible, tragic situation. And I got to just say thank you for the comedic part of this story as well. I got to say it's pretty crazy for somebody to do that. And I guess we knew what they was doing before he got up, you guys. Amen. Yeah, you knew what they was doing in that bed before they got up, right? Wait a minute, you guys, let's go. Let me see what was before this so I'll make sure that we don't lose another video before, the way I did that search earlier, just in case.
With ICE arrest.
Yeah, so let me put that back down there because that's kind of crazy, you guys. Let's go. That was crazy. Yeah, you got to put those prayers in the air for situations like that. That's beautiful because, hey, he might have been naked out there, but he saved the people, he saved the lives, and it probably would have been bigger than that if he didn't get that fire stopped. Because that would have been like a nice amount of fire that already started. You heard that gate crackling. Let's get on over to Florida, you guys. We got to get on over to this crazy situation here. When it comes down to elderly abuse, I'm sad that we've been reporting this a few times this month. Probably our 3rd time showing it on our show this month, but it needs to be shed a light upon. I actually know some people myself that were victims of elder abuse. And it's I'm telling you, it doesn't alienate brother, sister, mother, or grandparents, you know, because sometimes when people see that they can take an advantage of you, they actually would do that. So a sad situation here in Florida where a couple has been accused of using a taser to disable elderly patients. This is pretty crazy right here, you guys. Never thought that we'd be seeing something crazy like this. Check this out.
Investigates tasers, pepper spray, and even fists. Those are just some of the horrific tactics a local couple is accused of using against disabled and elderly patients in their care. Yesterday, a judge ruled that the couple will remain behind bars. Investigators say they ran a network of unlicensed assisted living facilities all across Osceola and Polk counties.
And now horrifying new details are coming out of the courtroom, exposing what really went on behind closed doors. Fox 35 investigative reporter Marie Ettinger has more.
Previous reports of abuse at Cherish home care facilities had mostly focused around abuse and denial of food and freedoms. We're learning now about allegations of a much more violent place, all allegedly run by Ronald Pack and Marie Keranen. This Polk County detective says he took reports about the house manager at a Cherish home care facility tasing 2 residents, and of owner Marie Keranen pepper spraying another. Others on the stand at a bond hearing Thursday talked about Keranen hitting and pushing the elderly and disabled patients.
So yes, you guys, she wasn't protecting them with the tasers and those different things. They were using them on the patients to like get them to listen and to like disable them and things like that. Some of the most horrific things you could possibly do to elderly and disabled people. They need to really be held accountable for their crimes. The glare up there, exactly, very wicked people. It seems like it, very, very wicked, right?
Plus allegations of sexual abuse by Ronald Pack. Former employees, victims, and detectives claim things like that went unreported for months or years.
You were not allowed to call 911 is what they said. Those are employees. They weren't allowed to go outside.
A former house manager testified a diabetic was denied his medication and forbidden from going to a hospital until eventually he had to have toes amputated.
Did this happen on more than one occasion when he had to have toes removed due to his unmanaged diabetes?
Twice that she's aware of. Can you hear this right here?
911 call logs show hundreds of calls for service from these homes, reporting things like batteries and suicide attempts, and at least 5 calls from people without a pulse. One of them was Scott Bleedy. The state prosecutor says she found out about him after I interviewed his family.
You have people that feel secure, they want to be somewhere where they're going to be taken care of. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get emotional, but, you know, That's heartbreaking.
The prosecutor read aloud text messages she says were sent between the house manager, Karen, and Pac, detailing other forms of abuse. In these messages, Pac allegedly talks about deliberately starving patients as punishment, keeping cell phones away from residents, not letting them exit the house.
Ronald to Stanley, tell Carissa to go in the room. I don't want to hear them crying.
Detectives say most of these homes had 10 to 15 people living there, sharing a single bathroom, sometimes sleeping in closets. The houses, roach-infested, filthy, but somehow collecting referrals from DCF and local behavioral centers for years.
Did it appear to you that Marie had some sort of heads up or would let you all know if DCF was coming?
Yes. Yes.
We've reached out to DCF multiple times about
So she would have a heads up and know when DCF was coming.
this case and still don't have answers from them. Karen has Cherish Home Care facilities all over the state, not just in Osceola and Polk counties. The first Cherish Home Care filing with the Division of Corporations was back in 2016 in Broward County. Since then, more have popped up in Duval and Manatee counties too.
These people are well connected with many, many assets in the community.
This is not Ronald Pac's first time in a jumpsuit. Records I obtained from the New York Department of Correction show he was convicted of manslaughter in 1998, sentenced to 9 years in prison, but only served half the time. Marie Edinger, Fox 35 News.
And just so you know, that means he was, yes, on parole when this happened. How he was able to be a part of a facility like that and be a part of this situation, I have no idea. Slipped through the cracks. Want to pray for all of those elderly people. I'm so glad that hopeful that they're now able to live comfortable lives in their age and in the silver years that they're supposed to, and not deal with nasty people and disgusting people like this. I want to pray for their strength and their health. I feel so bad for the one individual and the other individuals that were neglected food, and the one who was the diabetic who had to have like parts of his body amputated due to neglect. No one deserves to be treated that way at all. And yes, they were being paid very well by the city and by the state to take care of these people. I'm just glad that that's over, and any place that's like that, we need to really start talking more about it and let this information out. We asked that today. Amen. It's crazy. They're talking about they took their cell phones from them, wouldn't let them call 911. It seems like the only times when they actually had a time to call 911 is when one of them was actually suicidal and just didn't care anymore. From what we heard, if you really pay attention to that part. Let's keep on going, you guys. Number one, we got another situation right here. I know this can't be right. What? No. Are you serious? Well, that's what they're saying. I guess I wanted to mix it up, like I said, and try to shake off another situation over here, because what we got over here, I can't really believe it if this is true. They said a bear walks into the commissary on a base and helps itself before leaving. And see what's going on with this bear. I guess this bear needed some bear necessities.
Quite the surprise this past weekend when a black bear strolled into the building that houses the J Bear Barbershop and Commissary. Lauren Maxwell talked with the man who caught some of the encounter on video.
It's not a sight Corey Godbot ever expected to see.
It was my first run-in with the bear in my whole life. Yeah, it was pretty scary.
Corey was at work at the barbershop on base Sunday morning.
And I'm sitting down waiting for my 9 o'clock appointment, and my coworker who's cutting hair in front of me, she yelled, "Bear!" And I looked up from my phone, and the bear was walking into the barbershop right next to me.
So the bear literally walked in the door just right next to you?
Yeah. I could have pet it. It was that close.
Corey says everyone ran to the break room and shut the door behind them. Eventually, he came out and followed the bear into the commissary grocery store. His video shows the young black bear perusing the fruit section and making a selection. Other shoppers can be seen inside.
A couple people were like going big, to scare him out of the grocery store. And then he came back around to the barbershop again, but by that time, we were able to run back to the shop and then lock.
Somebody said very scary.
The door. And then we were watching him from the window.
Fair warning, it's not pretty.
And then that's when, he decided to use the restroom in the hallway.
Corey sums it up this way.
It was pretty wild.
Something he's not likely to forget. Lauren Maxwell, Alaska's news source.
Oh my God. Oh, that was kind of nasty ending right there. But hey, man, I guess that's his way of marking his territory. he was he wants blueberry cereal. That was nasty, right, bro? He was marking his territory, right? Crazy with that one, you guys. You see, I try to break it up a little bit. You know, he had to take a load off after that food, right? That goes to show you how bad our fruits are, right? If a bear can't stomach it, look what happens if we try to eat it. You guys better be careful about your fruit selections. Let's keep on going, you guys. Like I said, we don't always have good news. I try to break it up a little bit. Sometimes we're going into a bad one. Sometimes we're coming out of another one. So I got to just let you know, we got more. Let's go on over to Georgia. We got a girlfriend. I'm going to call her the girlfriend from HELL hockey sticks. Because if you had a girlfriend like this, I think this will probably be your last girlfriend. I don't want anybody to have this one. She's been charged in a bizarre murder of a man found mutilated in a reservoir. And his dad has some really sad stuff to say about his son because she tried to go and manipulate it and say, oh, I think I know who did it. She's so deceptive that she actually tried to pick the scab after she did the crime. You guys, very serious story right here. I hate to be the one to bring it to you, especially after a story like that, but it's what's going on, and let's go.
Tonight, the father of a man whose mutilated body was found in a reservoir was disturbed to learn his son's girlfriend is now among 3 people charged with the murder. Channel 2's Tom Jones is live in Douglas County, and Tom, investigators say the girlfriend tried to throw them off the trail.
Yeah, Linda, according to arrest warrants, Ambria Boyd came here to the jail and told investigators she knew the name and number of Jamal Parker's real killer. That's when investigators looked into it and found out Boyd was friends with his real killer, was at the killer's home, and was with Jamal right before he was killed. Jamal's father says he wants everyone involved in his son's death in custody.
All the pay. Mainly this last one, which was his so-called girlfriend.
The father of 37-year-old Jamal Parker says murder suspect Ambria Boyd was his so-called girlfriend.
Ambria Boyd, that's her right here, the monster. She literally went back and cried and lied to his parents and everything.
He was surprised to learn she's accused of killing his son since he says she's been so torn up over his death.
She been corresponding with Jamal's mom like she didn't know what was going on.
Investigators say that's not all Boyd has been doing. They say she came forward saying an unknown caller told her the name and number of Parker's killer. Investigators determined that name was false and Boyd was friends with the real killer, was staying at that person's home, and was with Parker a few hours before he was murdered. Parker's father thinks he knows why she came up with a false story.
It seemed like to protect herself.
Brittany Baker and Mario Barber also face murder charges. Police searched a home they were living in for 4 days after finding Parker's mutilated body in the Dog River Reservoir back in May. Charles Parker says detectives have told him to expect more arrests.
I hope to get them all.
Parker says this has torn his family up.
Only thing that really bothers me right now is how they did it. I mean, I just hope he didn't have to suffer a lot.
Could you imagine being a parent and that's the last thing that you could say about your kid? You hope that he didn't suffer a lot?
Parker says he has not been able to have a funeral for his son because of the condition of his body. Now, Boyd faces murder, false statements, and obstruction. She is here in jail without bond, along with Barber and Baker. We're live in Douglas County. Tom Jones, Channel 2.
Yeah, that's him right there, you guys. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and put that prayer up for him, the man who lost his life in this tragedy. Yes, that is him right there inside of the green hat right there. And he looks just like his dad, doesn't he? Feel sorry for him. Sometimes you guys got to realize you're sleeping with the enemy and they might be out to set you up. Be very careful about these women, these crazy people out here. You never know, they could be out for you. Guys, let's put up a prayer. I want to thank everybody that is involved in this situation that can actually come to find out what brought these people to justice. Want to give the father some strength and hope that he can get through these tragic times right now, because it's not going to be easy. As you guys can see, he's not taking it very well. And then to whoever did this, they deserve to get the punishment that they deserve. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Smiling right in his face. Went to talk to the mother. I'm so sorry about this. I'm so distraught. Meanwhile, she had something to do with it. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to Brooklyn's in the house. Let's go. We got a 44-year-old that's been stills napped in New York on the 2 and 3 train side in the city staircase. A suspect is still on the run, you guys. Crazy situation here. You would never expect this. This guy's just standing there with a backpack. Next thing you know, he winds up people. Looks like an illegal too. Gotta be honest with you. Looks like an illegal to me. You guys let me know if you think I'm wrong. I'm not trying to be biased on this one at all, but when you look at this guy, I'm sure you're gonna agree with me when you say he looks like an illegal.
Yeah, Heather, police tell us a 44-year-old man was inside the station here on Wednesday night when someone he didn't even know walked up to him and stabbed him. Now police are releasing images of a person they're hoping that you can help them identify. Take a good look here at your screen. This is the man right here. You can see the person standing outside of a deli holding a backpack in front of them.
And it looks like he was scheming on doing something the whole time, because who keeps a backpack in front of them? And as if you look, you got to pay attention to people, you guys. Why is he looking at the front of the store and he's just standing there swaying back and forth like he's on some type of drugs or something like that?
He was last seen wearing a light gray shirt, jeans, and work boots. Police say the attack happened around 9:15 Wednesday night, right inside of this Sutter Avenue Rutland Road station. The 44-year-old victim was walking on a staircase inside there when police say someone came up to him, pulled out a sharp object, and stabbed him in the back. That person then ran off. We've been speaking with people who live in this neighborhood, asking them if they recognize that person. Take a listen.
It's kind of sad because I've been living here for a long time, and things like this usually happen around summertime, but it's still sad. The area is relatively becoming very safer by the moment, by the years, but it's still sad.
And police say if you recognize the man seen in those images or have any information about this happening inside there, you actually give their Crime Stoppers hotline a call. In Brownsville this morning, Edric Robinson, News 12 Brooklyn.
Yeah, they used to have patrol cars around the streets at night, you guys. Remember how New York used to be? Where like you'll look out your window late at night and you'll see like the police drive by and see like the cops moving around the city. They don't do that anymore. You don't see the police at all. They don't patrol the train stations. I don't care what nobody say. They're at the main streets though. Whatever your main streets are in your town, you can best believe they're gonna show some face there. But around certain areas, not so much. Just not like that anymore, you guys. And that's the bad part, because when they do that, guess who also knows that? The criminals. Yeah, they also know that too. They know that you're not out there patrolling. Sad situation. I want to pray for this individual who got stabbed. I'm so happy he was able to keep his life. And I'm praying that this person gets caught, apprehended. Because if you look at this guy with that backpack in the front of him and the way that he was acting, this may be something that he's done before, and he probably hurt other people. So I would like for him to get caught. Seems like an illegal. I'm going to keep on saying it. And before he can really hurt somebody, we need to get him off the streets. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Hey, Miss Swans, are you in the building? Oh, you came in here right on time. I see you've been here too. Got a situation in Baltimore. You know anything about these safety zones that expanded around the structure? It's unsafe over by Glen Burnie office, the office tower. You guys, this is crazy. And it seems to constantly keep on happening. We got some real bad construction workers out here, you guys. That building over downtown in New York, why did that start to happen? What did they say started the building to start the lean and to give it a structural issue? They said it was construction workers that were in there prior, right? Same situation in Baltimore. They've been hearing drilling and banging and what? And next thing you know, got to evacuate the building because they messed up the structure. And because of that, any building surrounding, that's got to be taken care of too. And you got to evacuate those buildings, because if this building comes down, it could affect the other ones. Let's get into it, you guys. So now we got a situation in Baltimore, just like in New York. Let's go.
Our top story, one of Anne Arundel County's tallest buildings remains a danger to the public at this hour. Fire officials say the iconic Empire Towers is structurally unsound, and there's no timetable for reopening roads or the building itself. WJZ investigator Mike Halgren reports.
So if you need to go past there or by the road, you guys need to be careful because it's shut down over there. Boogotti, working hard. If you appreciate the content, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys. Hit those 3 dots. Let's go. Subscribers also. Subscribe to the channel. That's right. Let's go.
From the scene in Glen Burnie where a restricted safety perimeter has expanded.
And God bless us here, but he don't want to be anybody taken away by a building falling down.
For most of Bill Schmidt's life, Empire Towers has been towering above Crane and Ritchie highways. It's now considered dangerous, first closed off and evacuated by the fire department Thursday afternoon. On Friday, structural engineers confirmed fears that it's not stable enough to allow people inside again, after they say construction work in the parking garage compromised the office building, exposing rebar and causing the garage's ceiling to sag.
And I think the engineer and the people that were doing the work have all the answers, and that should come out soon.
Tenants tell WJZ often loud, disruptive construction has been underway for weeks inside.
It's the first time there's been problems with this building. But like I said, for 5 weeks we've heard nothing but constant jackhammer and then fixing the rebar and the concrete in the building here.
You can see the police car behind me blocking off Crane Highway. Some lanes are closed on Ritchie Highway, but you can still get by that way. The safety zone is now 150 feet around the building, 1.5 times Empire Tower's 10-story height. It's not just Empire Towers that's unsafe. The Anne Arundel County Department of Inspections and Permits put up these yellow notices on other buildings, including this tag and title building across.
Because they're in the perimeter and the approximation. So if that building falls, it could affect these buildings.
The street saying it is unsafe because of the proximity to the towers.
When I came up there, all the police, there were so many firemen and policemen that, well, I thought we wasn't going to get through.
Jeannie Hauser remembers traffic being choked off when the emergency first unfolded. She's been inside many times and gives blood at the Red Cross here.
I just hope that nothing happens to where they have to take the building down. I just hope that it can be fixed because
I wouldn't trust it. I'm sorry. They probably need to bring that down. Just like the one downtown I told you guys about. I'm not going in there talking about they put up some support beams and it's okay. I'm good. Thank you. I won't be going in proximity to that block or that building. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys, now. Let's get on over to Dallas, Fort Worth, where we got a arrest that's been made. That's right, you guys. We finally got an arrest that's been made in a connection to the drowning at a lake. Come on, you guys. Let's get in here.
Tell you about in the death of a North Texas teen. It was supposed to be a fun day of fishing for 3 young men at Lake Ray Hubbard. Instead, it turned deadly after the group jumped in to swim. An 18-year-old Daniel Irving never resurfaced. Now, months later, police have arrested a 19-year-old they say tried to cover up and hide what actually happened that day. Fox 4's Alex Boyer picks up our top story from there.
According to Dallas police, text messages prove that the victim and suspect knew each other and had made plans to meet up and go to a lake back in April.
So they was planning on going to a lake back in April. Okay, they met up, no problem. Nothing wrong with that. They go to jump in the lake, all of them jump in. Next thing you know, one of them lose their life and they wind up drowning. Instead of them calling for the police or the ambulance, they throw the guy's clothes away and throw his cell phone as they're driving back home.
Now, the victim, Daniel Irving, never came home. His mom reported him missing. It wasn't until nearly 3 months after his body was recovered that police had made an arrest in connection to the case.
19-year-old Lucas Roper is accused of tampering with evidence in connection to the drowning death of 18-year-old Daniel Irving in Lake Ray Hubbard back in April. Irving's body was discovered on April 17th, 4 days after he is believed to have drowned. Irving had reportedly gone to the lake with Roper and a juvenile suspect to swim and go fishing. Days after his body was recovered, Irving's family held this news conference demanding answers.
What do we want? Justice for Daniel Irving. Where do we want it?
Now. Irving's family said then that they wanted a full and transparent investigation. On July 9th, Roper was arrested by Dallas police on one count of tampering with physical evidence. According to an arrest warrant affidavit, Roper was interviewed by detectives after Irving's body was found.
Watch this.
Roper told police after the three of them had jumped into the lake from the railroad track bridge, Irving drowned and Roper panicked.
How can we just believe that, though? How can we not think that something else may have happened since you didn't come forward as soon as it happened?
Instead of calling 911, the affidavit states Roper told investigators he deleted all communication with Daniel Irving from his cell phone, adding that Roper confirmed he was aware that there would be an investigation into Daniel Irving's death and he did not want to get into trouble, and states Roper threw Daniel Irving's clothes in the tree line as they fled the location.
Crazy, you guys, crazy. I can't believe it. That's right, you guys. Whoa, let's go. Double tap that screen, you guys, and send up those likes. You're going to bring in a lot of new friends over here to see the show. We're educational as well as a good show when it comes down to trending topics, current events, and much more. Also, if you guys can get those likes up today to 300, let's see if we can do it. You know what we got for you. We got 6 of these Our Bottom Line keychains coming out. Also, we got 6, boom, Our Bottom Line decals coming out too. 12 pieces all together. All you guys got to do is hit that 3 dots, boom, hit that like, and if we get 300, 6 people and 6 people, 12 people all together, you guys are going to get free merch. Let's keep it going, you guys. Double tap that screen.
The juvenile suspect also told investigators he admitted he threw Daniel Irving's cell phone from the vehicle after suspect Roper told him to.
Jelena.
The family are deeply inclined. These individuals intended on no one looking for Daniel, fighting for Daniel, advocating for Daniel.
Irving's siblings said his young life was full of promise.
He had just begun his recruitment to the U.S. Army.
Just begun his recruitment to the U.S. Army, y'all.
He was trained with discipline. He carried himself with a purpose.
Sketchy.
He believed in building a life of service.
This has been tough on our family. Daniel was our protector, and I have nothing but good things to say about him. He was a good kid, and he just didn't deserve that.
Roper was booked into the Dallas County Jail. I can tell you that his bond has been set at $10,000. Now, we don't know the status of the juvenile suspect. Because he is a minor, Dallas police are not releasing any additional information. Reporting it.
Sad situation there, you guys. But I got to tell you, I normally don't try to give my opinion on certain things, but on that one, I think that there's something extra fishy when it comes down to that one. Or because why would you throw the phone away, throw his clothes away if there wasn't something going on? Ain't that much being scary in the world, you guys. That's freaking terrible. You're right, Jack. And you're right about that, Jack. I want to pray for him. I want to pray for his family as well as the truth to finally come out. And I'm hoping that the investigation does that because they deserve closure. That's the family I'm talking about. His family does. Everybody involved who may be infected, his girlfriend, his sisters and brothers, aunts and uncles, everybody's standing there concerned about him, and I think that they need to get closure, and they deserve to have some answers. So we're going to keep on following up with this story, and we ask Father God to help them as they go through these tragic times and losing their family member. We ask that today. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Cyclosclerosis. Cyclosclerosis, infections, and what we need to know. Really serious situations going on, you guys. We got all sorts of crimes happening out here. We got vegetables that's crazy and all sorts of crazy stuff going on with the avocados. We've got wax on, hard to get wax off when it comes down to the coatings of certain vegetables. So it's really hard to eat that crap. I told you I threw a bell pepper away the other day. Felt like I was eating on a racetrack. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. I spit it out, didn't even know what the hell it was. Sad part about it is you and I are old enough to know what the real thing tastes like. Ain't that the sad part? The sad part is you and I are smart enough and old enough to know what real food tastes like. So it's hard to get over on us. Something wrong with this burger, something wrong, we already know it doesn't taste right. Situation over here is kind of similar, but we're talking about the cyclosclerosis part about it, and we're talking about the infections and what we need to know as far as the risks. We need to also be careful when it comes down to cleaning our foods and making sure that we wash our fruits and vegetables very thoroughly. A couple of people here had some really good remedies about how to do that. And we got a couple of remedies coming up as well. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go.
Not have heard of this, but there's a foodborne parasite called cyclosporiasis currently spreading across the country right now. There are almost 36 cases in Maryland, not to mention all the other cases across the country. So Dr. Matthew Lawrence from the University of Maryland School of Medicine is joining us live right now to sort of explain what this is and, you know, break down what you need to know to keep your family safe. Thank you so much for joining us, Doctor.
And yes, during the summertime, you get stuff like this that comes out, as well as Legionnaires, because it's a water-driven disease.
Lawrence.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be with you.
Yeah, so I myself had only recently heard of this. So for those who don't know, what is cyclosporiasis?
Cyclosporiasis is a condition caused by a parasite that causes watery diarrhea in individuals who are affected. About a week after ingesting the parasite, they develop the symptoms of watery diarrhea, bloating, cramping, as well as fatigue. Some may develop fever and vomiting. It's an illness that needs to be diagnosed and treated, and once treated, persons start to feel better in just a couple of days.
That's why we do our health and wellness section over here, you guys. You're going to get a lot of health and wellness and prevention out of today's show, as well as a lot of updates on what's happening when it comes down to new viruses and things to be on the lookout for.
Got you. And I understand we tend to see a surge during the warmer months. Why is that?
Exactly. So we tend to see a surge in warmer months, that is May through August, and that is because the parasite tends to thrive in environmental conditions that are warm and humid. So it needs moisture and warmth, and that allows the organism to thrive.
Okay. And we've also been hearing from public health officials that it typically spreads through fresh produce. So are there specific types of foods or fruits or vegetables that people should be especially careful of?
So the parasite can spread through any form of fresh produce or vegetables. Types of produce that have been implicated in previous outbreaks of cyclosporiasis include prepared lettuce, raspberries, famously in the 1990s, as well as snow peas and fresh herbs, including basil and others. So the key is to...
And we was just about to be growing our own stuff, you guys. You remember we said we're gonna grow our own stuff, and I got the setup here, got the setup to grow our own plants, to make sure that we grow it ourselves. Now I tried, I had a real good crop going, and I had a couple of people yesterday when we had our mod meeting that said, hey Boogotti, whatever happened to your plants and the stuff that you were growing? And it was really sad, because at a certain point, you actually start to love your plants, and they're part of your life, just like your animals. I lost my plants, you guys. I lost my entire garden. I was here in New York, and I am here in New York. We lost it probably because of what Sam taught us yesterday about Miracle Grow when it comes down to the dirt and how it's really can burn the roots and not good for the soil. It's not really good soil. It's too rich. He even bakes his soil, believe it or not, and it worked for him. Other things like the water. If the water is really bad and it has all sorts of different things in it, it can harm your plants and your fruits and your vegetables. Let me give you guys a perfect example right here. Now let me show you something. You have a capsule that you put inside of your shower head, or in your capsule that you put inside of your sink to filter the water. Just a regular water filter capsule. Here's mine. You see that? And this was white 2 days ago. You see that color right there? This is my water capsule from out of my shower right there, you guys. 2 days usage. And guess what this means? What happens? I didn't even know it until I had to put a brand new shower head in, and this was on TikTok. It was the new one. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and get this for myself, because we're doing this new shower thing with the cold water. Okay, cool. Went and bought the new shower head, put it in, fantastic, I loved it. Put in a new filter, loved it. Next day it wouldn't work. What the hell's going on here? I know I put it in right. Can't be the filter already. 2 days later, y'all. 2 days. 2 days. This was bone white. So look, I was saying to myself, you know what? That's probably what happened to your plants. And I'm talking cold water. This is not from the hot water side, which you got to go through the boiler. This is going through the cold water filtration in the pipes in my building, you guys. Check that out. So you think plants can live on that? You think plants can live through this? Luckily we are, and I'm glad that I caught it, because what is it possibly doing to me? This is the stuff I'm talking about right here. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
To carefully wash fruits and vegetables before consume.
Not only that, now how am I washing fruits and vegetables in water like this? How about that? We got to think about that too, right? So how am I really washing my fruits and vegetables now? It's crazy now. See what they put us in?
Them, and also making sure that your hands are clean when preparing foods.
Got you. And speaking of that, research shows that the parasite is stickier than other bacteria, which can make it harder to wash off. So how should people go about that? Do you have to take extra steps? What do you need to do exactly?
The most important thing is to wash it, and wash it carefully and thoroughly and as best as you can. And certainly there are certain types of produce that are more difficult to clean than others, but thoroughly and carefully washing it is important.
And I know you listed some of the symptoms earlier. Walk us through sort of the symptoms again, and sort of how long it can take for them to appear after infection.
By the way, this is bottled water. I don't drink anything out of those taps. Anytime you guys want to know, I always drink bottled water. I don't deal with nothing in there at all. Bad enough I'm showering with it.
Of course. So the symptoms include watery diarrhea. That's the first symptom that most people develop and notice when they have cyclosporiasis. And it generally lasts for several days. So unlike norovirus, which is another mediated cause of diarrhea that's caused by a virus, so this cyclosporiasis usually lasts for many days.
I have some, Christine.
And definitely can last for several weeks. So unlike norovirus that usually lasts 1 to 2 days, this lasts much longer. In addition, it can cause fatigue, it can cause dehydration, the watery diarrhea can persist, and this is what might lead people to seek medical attention and testing.
Let's keep on going, you guys. I'm trying to get you guys as much information as we can before we get out of here this morning. And don't think I'm fear-mongering. It's the time of the season, the time of the month. Already over 1,000 cases have been reported of cyclosclerosis, right? And that's all over the country. So pay attention to it, as well as Legionnaires. These are things that come up, especially in these temperatures and these times. Also, beware of another thing. I don't know if you suffer from it or you know somebody else that suffers from it, but I got a doctor that has a conversation that he wants to hold with a lot of you guys right now. Just want to tell you guys, how many people out there know anybody? Let's just put the hands in the air. Do you know anybody that's suffering from TDS by any chance? Yes, I'm asking. Trump derangement system. Just want to know, do you, anybody out there, Frankie, Jack, Liberty, Turbo, Christine, who else, Dirty, Winter, Colessive, Luigi, do any of you guys know anybody that's suffering from TDS? My question is just that, because guess what? We got our President Trump kind of playing a doctor in it's kind of wild AI video. I want you guys to check out this AI video real quick. Check this out, you guys. I want you guys to see this craziness right here.
Now it's time for a little segment we like to call Only in America. Now, it's no secret that many in politics and the media on the left suffer from a chronic case of what is known as TDS, or Trump derangement syndrome. And you know, it's sad.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you said that, Winter. Winter said, I think both sides are suffering from it at this point, Republicans and Democrats, right? Everybody's suffering, right?
Rare or maybe not all that rare condition, which stops its sufferers from being able to think clearly or even enjoy the little things in life.
Look at that, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy. My family is not looking forward to the reunion in Louisiana this weekend because of TDS. We barely got through the restaurant dinner last time. Oh my God, y'all start talking about Trump and it's over. One of them situations, right? Well, guess what? We got a doctor here. It's gonna help you guys out a little bit with some real good remedies. Let's go.
But don't worry, there's a cure. And I'm going to leave it to Dr. Donald J. Trump to explain it himself.
Have you or someone you know been diagnosed with TDS? The symptoms can be relentless. Fortunately, I'm Dr. Trump, and I have a treatment plan. Let's hear what some of my patients have to say.
After listening to Dr. Trump, I can see some results. I really thought I was a lost cause. This was going to affect me for the rest of my life. But after using the treatment plan, I can see a difference.
I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Constantly angry. I made everyone miserable around me.
The treatment is simple. Turn off. Fake news. Say your prayers, and if you ever feel anxious, just have a Diet Coke like me, and you're going to see a remarkable difference in your life.
And from all...
I had to do that to y'all. I had to do it. I had to do it, you guys. Let's go. Well, imagine if Whoopi and Rosie and all of them see that. Yeah, that wasn't me. Don't put my face on that crap. I do not accept. I do not condone that message. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen and let's get those likes up, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to Florida. Oh man, I'm gonna just put it like this. Let me see how many minutes, how far are we in? Can I say that word now? I can say that word. I would have whooped his ass. Yep, call me what you want. I would have whooped his ass. I would have purposely been I would have been like, you know what, do me a favor? I would have told everybody with a camera on their chest to turn around. Because there's no way in the world I'm going inside of this water to get this fool that's playing around and acting like something's wrong with him. I have to say it, you guys. I would have whooped his ass. I would have gotten in trouble for this one right here. If I was the police, I'd have been in trouble. Definitely. And there would have been no explanation for myself or my performance. I have absolutely no excuse for what I just did, your officer. I don't. Because this fool right here, he ain't got on no shirt. He decides in Florida, only in Florida, he runs inside of an alligator infested pond while he was fleeing deputies. He's thinking if I get inside this water, they're not going to chase me. They had to get inside the water behind them. And just because of that, I would have whooped his ass. I'm telling you straight up and down. Just making me get in this water, I would have whooped your butt. I don't care what nobody say. Call me what you want. I would have whooped his ass. I'm telling you straight up and down.
Stop following you down the canal. So it's your best interest just to come out with us. You're not in trouble.
Sir, what's your name?
So now they chased him out of a car, all of that, high speed. He jumps right into the pond, and he started doing a backstroke. I would have whooped his.
I'm a little tired. You getting tired? We're here to help, sir. Can you just jump in and get in?
And the bad part about it is he was out there for a long time and forced them to have to go in the water. That's the part right there where I would have whooped his ass. Or one or two dunks. Are you okay? Are you all right? Go on. Yeah.
He's definitely getting tired. Yeah.
Now you're getting tired.
Ryan, come
Where
here.
are you going?
We're here to help. Come on.
Ryan, where are you going?
Come this way, Ryan. Come on. Ryan, I'm not going to stop following you down the canal.
Now he's swimming all the way down the canal. I want you guys to see what I'm talking about here. Why he would have caught it. You see dirty, clean. See why he would have caught it.
So it's your best interest just to come out with us. You're not in trouble.
Right, Kolesiv? Exactly, Kolesiv. He's a jerk. Like forcing them to have to get in that nasty water to go behind them. I would have whooped. Oh, I can't say it enough. You all right, man? Now come on over here. Are you okay? Like, oh my. And then when they get over here, he want to start pushing water at them. So now it might be going in their mouth. I don't know if they're going to probably get some cyclosclerosis now because they're around the edge of this nasty water because of this fool. I would have whooped his ass. I would have,
Hey.
So now even the dude on land got to get involved.
Hey.
I'm talking about they got to fall in the edge of the dirty, nasty water on the edge. Their clothes is fully drenched now, had their uniforms on, just because he want to get in some damn water.
Stop! I want in. He's good. Yeah. All right, stand up.
Sorry, guys. I just got a little extra there with a little bit of more theatrics. I wouldn't have mashed his face into the dirt and smashed. I wouldn't have did that. Ah, woosah, Boogotti, bring it in. You had nothing to do with it. Don't try to project these people's pain over. Ain't got nothing to do with you. But Lord, I couldn't have did it. Somebody said they would have quit their job that day. That would have been it. That would have been it. Yeah. Somebody said, yell out shark. He must not be right in the head. Well, after that 55, he would have had a couple of lumps to go along with that. You know how Donald Duck walked and said, I have 2 lumps with mine. Bloop, bloop, bloop. He would have been going to that, and they're looking like Martin Lawrence after Tommy Hearns cracked him in the face. I think it has something to do with the water, you guys. Maybe he's got an allergic reaction. I don't know how his face got swollen up like that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Now we got to get on over to New York, and if I can make it there, I'll make it bum, bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Now this is a creepy, cringy story right here, you guys. And it can happen anyway. It can happen to male or female. Perfect example right here, you guys. I want to put you up onto something. Be careful of your little boys as well as your young men and your young adults going to school. Thank you for all of the love. I love the love and I give it right back. Be careful out there, you guys, because you never know who's in the wings and waiting for the little innocent kids. Got a situation over here in New York where residents are recognizing a suspect who's now being sought after for R-wording a 15-year-old boy. I got a feeling this is one of the trans. Yeah, I got a feeling about it. I don't think that this is a woman. He got in contact with this little boy, brought him to an alley, and performed a number 6 act on him. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's go. Let's get it, you guys. Let's go.
This surveillance video shows a person walking slowly down a block here in Forest Hills.
Now, if you notice, they're saying a person. This is not a woman. Straight up.
Seemingly unnoticeable, but police say this same person is wanted in connection to the rape of a 15-year-old boy. Flyers are now posted up in the neighborhood warning people to be on the lookout.
It's very concerning. I'm looking carefully to make certain that I don't recognize her, and I don't, but actually I'm glad to be alerted to it so I can be on the lookout.
Police say last month the victim, a 15-year-old boy, was walking here near 75th Avenue and Austin Street. His attacker lured him into this alleyway, pulled his pants down, and performed a sex act. The teen was able to get away and get help. It happened on this woman's property. She does not want to appear on camera.
Someone from the Special Victims Unit, knocked on my door at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I just think it's terrible, and we're, looking at different ways to enhance security.
She tells Pix 11 News she has seen the person before, that the same person is known for being inappropriate.
We hope the police are able to catch her because we do think that she's local.
This, as the city is deep.
I want them to stop doing one thing, and I want everybody out here to stop doing that one thing. This is the only time I tell you guys something that I want you to do. Normally I'm non-biased. I'm tired of calling men women. Anytime I see one of them, they try to say, how you doing, Boogotti? Yo, what up, my dude? You good over there, bro? What's poppin'? You seen the game? No doubt. That's what's up. Real talk, no doubt. I don't do none of that other stuff. All that, because that'll make you partial flame on. Imagine me, what's going on, girl? Oh, no, hell out of here. What up, bro? No doubt. Oh, you good? Yo, you see that fight the other night? No doubt. They gonna wanna get away from me because I'm not playing that game. Ain't no she. No, what up, bro? What's up, my dude? You good? All right, peace. No doubt. Fists up. More power to you, bro. You could be there with a lace front, all types of extra BBW, all enhancements. Yo, what up, my dude? What's up, my G? Yeah, exactly. That's how I get down. I'm not falling into that lane of what you guys call them. I'm not letting them get that. Sorry, my brother.
Dealing with an increase in rapes so far this year, up about 7% compared to last year. 21-year-old Odysseus Rinaldi grew up in this neighborhood and says he's not surprised to hear about what happened.
She's been antagonizing little kids for a while now, like 7 plus years now.
Rinaldi tells Pix 11 News he saw the person just last week, up to no good, pulled out his phone and recorded this video.
She was even whistling to come. What she does, she walks down the block, she signs a target, and then she goes, and then she comes like this, and then she'll walk to a little alleyway, and she'll get on her knees, and she'll go like, and then, yeah, she does that all the time. She's done it to me like 5-7 times already.
Very disturbing allegations you heard from that young man right there. The victim in this case is expected to be okay. In the meantime, if you have any information on the person we're talking about, call Crime Stoppers. The number's right there. It's 800-577-TIPS.
Now, all of a sudden, wait a minute, before your message leave, Karen, after 7 years, they want to do something about it. I'm sure this been reported before. She do the and go in the alley. You see that right there? You see that? Now, what if it's just a 15-year-old that don't know no better, that listens and respects his adults? He walking up the street, a lady come, a man, or whatever, come grab him by the arm and walking him somewhere. Next thing you know, they're doing that. Craziness, you guys. And yes, that also goes to show you how much patrol and real serious situations we got going on our New York streets. Thank you, Mr. Mayor Mom Dami, for really caring. Yeah, for really caring. Go ahead, you got, yeah, that's a real predator right there. For how long? 7 years. 7 years. You heard what he said, right? 7 years. 5 to 7 years. That, to him. So she probably been asking me for 5 to 7 years already. Yeah, that's why they need their ass whooped. That's why they need their ass whooped. Yeah, they need their ass whooped. Take a video camera out there and let her go to the wrong person. And then next thing you know, you just go over there and whap. And I don't care what you guys say. That's the person, they need their ass whipped. The police ain't gonna do it, let the neighborhood do it. Let's keep on moving forward because life's a bitch and then you die. That's why we get, so you never know when we're gonna go. Life's up and then you die. That's why we get, and you never know when we're gonna go. I woke up early in the morning, it's a blessing. You guys remember that song, right? Life's a bitch, with AZ and Nas. You guys remember that song, right? Well, guess what? Life is a beach. And especially if you don't know how to get away from a rip current. There's been hundreds of cases this year alone. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Thousands of cases alone of people being swept out by rip currents. You know what that rip current does? It makes you fight against all of the energy that you have in your body. So when you think that you're paddling, you're getting closer to the beach, it just comes right back and it grabs you and pulls you right back out even further. And it just keeps doing that. And if you don't know how to avoid it, some people have wound up victims of rip currents. And this year, hundreds of people alone have died. Trying to prevent all of my family here from situations with carcinogens. We're really big on health and wellness. A lot of today's segment is going to be focused on health and wellness, especially this situation right here, where a lifeguard is going to demonstrate how to escape from a rip current. Anybody ever deal with a rip current before? I know I did. That's right. I had to deal with it myself.
All right, well, if you're heading to the beach this weekend, there is a nearly invisible threat that you need to be aware of. We're talking about rip currents. They can pull even experienced swimmers away from the shore in seconds. This past holiday weekend, there were more than 200 rescues at East Coast beaches and another 255 rescues in LA County. CBS News Chief Correspondent Matt Gutman is in LA, where lifeguards demonstrated what to do if you get caught in a rip current. Matt, good morning, and what did you learn?
A lot of you guys know.
Hey, good morning, Natalie. Well, rip currents are arguably the leading cause of death along U.S. shorelines, and the National Weather Service is predicting that later today there is a high risk of life-threatening rip currents, and we're talking about what is expected to be a massively packed beach this weekend. So one of the things you learn, and I learned after being in several of them, is that they're definitely scaring, absolutely exhausting, but they don't have to be fatal.
Another part of it is exactly what Mark Dorfman says. Please pay attention this week. It is Shark Week. It's definitely Shark Week. So you don't want to get caught up in a rip current and dealing with sharks after you're tired.
Right here, right here. Back here.
A desperate race against the current as rescuers chase two Florida snorkelers being swept away.
Grab this. Grab this.
Finally, they managed to haul the exhausted snorkelers on board. Rip current.
They were snorkeling, and the rip current pulled them out to the point where they almost didn't even make it, y'all.
Are one of the deadliest hazards along America's shorelines, killing an average of more than 100 people every year.
On any given day where it's hot and sunny, we can perform probably a couple hundred rescues, no problem. You think about that nationwide, all the coastlines, I think we're talking about thousands a day. Yeah, it's summer.
The danger isn't always easy to spot, so we joined Los Angeles County lifeguard Jake Miller as he scanned the surf.
Our sandy, murky water.
Yeah. He spots several along the shore where that murky water.
They go Winter. Winter says always look at the flags flying on the beach so that you know what you're dealing with in the water.
Looks deceptively calm. We wade in, simulating unaware swimmers.
If you pick your feet up and float, you'll start to kind of just feel a little bit of backward motion, pulling us out away from the beach.
You feel the backwards motion pulling them out from the beach, right? Not only that, when the current, when the tide comes in, that's when it gets worse because now it submerges you.
They have a wave coming, and you can see how people get so exhausted and trying to swim.
Trying to swim when the wave and the riptide got you is hard, y'all.
Never being dragged back out.
And I do what many swimmers do, and that's aim for shore, but directly into the rip current. And I'm going nowhere fast.
I'm tired, you're tired, right?
We try another rip current, this time with our drone overhead. With that bird's eye view, you can see the churning brown water of the rip current, and at first I swim to shore, actually losing ground. Then I signal for help from the lifeguards by waving my hands in the air like this. And then, to conserve energy, I flip and float on my back. Finally, I swim parallel to shore, out of the brown rip current, into the greener water. An air lifeguard helps me back to shore.
I think one of the reasons that people get so panicked in a rip current is they think it's an undertow that is going to suck you under. That's not the case. It's not the case. All this current is doing is pointing out to sea. The only thing that's pointing down is the panic, the extra weight.
Mark Dorfman said the ocean is very deadly. That's why I only go into pools. Collective, that's why I'm showing this, you guys. That's why I'm showing you this, you guys, yeah.
Of clothing, getting tired, that's where people are going to start to go under.
But the best advice, avoid getting into a rip current in the first place.
What is the first thing that someone should do when they get to the beach? The best thing that we always recommend is coming down and checking in with the lifeguard. We know where the hazardous conditions are going to be. We can point you to the areas that are the safest. This is what you are paid to do. Totally. 90% of our job is interacting with the public. We want everybody to enjoy the day. Yeah. We just want them to do so safely and doing so in the safest places.
Matt, that was such a great demonstration, so important. And what did it feel like to be sucked out by a rip current like that? And also, what do families need to talk about when they head to the beach?
You know, Natalie, when you have your feet in the sand, you can feel yourself being tugged out into the ocean. But when you're floating, you lose all that sensation and you realize that you're far offshore before you know it. So the first rule of thumb from lifeguards is they want to talk to you on the sand, not in the water. So just check in with them before you get into the water.
Yeah, talk to the lifeguard, because how about they need to know you out there too. They might notice your outfit or notice your shorts or something like that, and because of that might save your life. Don't just go out there like, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, I don't need you. How about this? Many people said it in the comments, and I love you for it, because I said it the other day. If there ain't no lifeguard, I might not be getting in the water. Straight up.
Once you're at the beach. The second thing is, if you do realize that you are in a rip current, you do not want to panic and start to fight back through it and swim to shore. You want to try to conserve your energy. You want to flip and float on your back. You want to try to signal the lifeguards or signal for help in general. It is their job to find people in distress. They are very good at it, so trust them. Then you want to try to swim parallel to shore, not directly into it. And at some point, you're probably going to want to take a break. You're going to feel exhausted. It is okay to do that. So you're swimming parallel to shore, and then you are out of that rip current. You want to try to ride the waves back in. Likely, you will have a lifeguard there by your side before you know it. Flat.
Okay, you guys, I hope you guys got a lot out of that, worrying about those rip currents. Also, if you're ready and you're ready to go and double tap that screen if you haven't already, we're giving out our bottom line keychains today, as well as decals. We'll be sending out 6 keychains as well as 6 decals if you guys can get those likes up to 300. All you got to do is double tap that screen to get those likes up. All you got to do is go ahead and, hey, look at that show right there. Look at those 3 buttons. Those 3 buttons come down, and the next thing you know, oh my God, what happened here? They just gave Boogotti a like. Not only that, we want to give a big shout out right now to, who's that? Crystal Salazar. Thank you so much. That's right. One of our own right there, Crystal Salazar, otherwise known as Liberty and Justice, you guys, for the $20 for the $20 Cash App. You guys really appreciate all of the love and all of the support. All of the support goes directly back to the show. Yeah, we got bills over here too, you guys. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Lib. Thank you so much, Crystal, your real name, Miss Salazar. I really appreciate you guys. And I'm praying and hoping that you guys are getting a lot of information out of the health and wellness section. It's all over the place when it comes down to our show today. There's a lot more coming for you guys. I hope you know that. Not only that, we just got over the lifeguards with the demonstrations of how to get out of a rip current. Now let's get on over to Detroit, where we're going to teach you guys how to wash your fruits and vegetables to avoid these foodborne illnesses. Let's get on over here and double tap that screen. Since we've been talking about the cyclosclerosis, let's see what we're going to do about washing these foodborne illnesses off of our fruits.
What you can do to reduce your risk of getting the virus.
13 on your side's Rick Dorsey spoke with a local health expert about the best ways to clean your fruits and veggies, Rick.
That's right. Now, people typically become infected with the parasite by consuming contaminated fresh produce or contaminated water.
Cyclospora is a parasite and it likes warm.
Heading into a heat wave next week, it's important for Michiganders to take proper precaution.
We have a lot more fresh produce during the summer, and so that is when we start to see a lot more foodborne illness
Batty Lynn, Michigan, Detroit, all of you guys, pay attention.
Kind of creeping up.
Foodborne illness like cyclosporiasis is preventable by adequately washing your produce, specifically scrubbing your firm produce.
Potatoes, other root vegetables like carrots and other things, like you could be a little bit more tough on those, and so you can use a brush or something like that.
However, for your softer produce like raspberries, snow peas, or leafy greens,
what we want to do is run those under some water and making sure that we're gently rubbing them, but trying to make sure that you're getting a good wash on all sides of
And try your best to make sure that it's real produce and not a cabbage that was made in Japan inside of a bowl of water.
Of that produce.
As for fruit washes or soaking your produce in vinegar, Black says those actually don't make a difference.
It's not necessary. You can certainly just still use clean water from your tap. Although you want to make sure that you wash your veggies, whether they say that they're pre-rinsed or not.
As for those home gardeners, you should also take precaution.
We should always kind of make sure that we're washing our vegetables, whether you get them from the supermarket or from your backyard.
Now, as a reminder, wash and stand.
Okay, good for you, Sam. He said his boss gave him a vacation day off today. Guess he doesn't feel like working in 102 degrees. Woo, that's going to be some real heat out there in Detroit today, huh?
As your cutting boards and surfaces, as well as utensils used to prepare.
Salad, spin all of your berries. Okay, what else you guys got out there? I heard somebody said something about baking soda.
Serve or store fresh produce. Reporting in studio, Rick Dorsey, 13 on your side.
More tips now.
Okay, you guys, let's keep going. I told you what today was about. We're getting back in this week. We're going to be healthy. We're going to be good because it doesn't make sense to eat it if we're not making sure it's the right stuff and cleaning it the right way. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got a good situation here, even better. I'm talking about a genius at work, you guys. I told you, we're going to get it. We're going to turn it up right now. Situation here is what? Yes, we got a high schooler who discovers a way to purify water. and she was just given honors. I love this story right here. And since we're talking about water, let's keep it on the same topic, you guys. Let's get on over to see what this Omaha student, and she's commended for doing this.
Well, if you think back to your time in high school, maybe you were...
Now she might got to be careful. She might have to be careful too, because she does say that she made this and she came up with it because she wants it to be affordable for everyone. And you know, a lot of companies don't like that.
Crunching for tests or getting ready for school dances. But as First Alert 16, Tahar explains one Millard North student spent her sophomore year finding a solution to a worldwide issue.
Some ideas start small, but others are global.
I wanted to look at something broad that everybody needs in order to survive.
When 16-year-old Hanisha Rajamala started working on a new research project in October, she knew what she wanted to focus on: clean drinking water.
My idea came from like the amount of people that don't have access to it, like in Nebraska and as well as like Africa and Asia.
So she started by gathering tap water.
I took the water from this hose right here.
She tested it in a lab at the University of Nebraska, Omaha.
We were able to find out that there was a type of algae that formed in it, and this algae is deadly, and we can find this kind of algae in like cholera. If this kind of water is just found outside, there's billions of people around the world who drink this kind every day.
Hanisha is Indian, so her heritage gave her an idea.
Yeah, because you know the water in India is bad, so she's like, what can I do about this? A young mind, but a genius mind.
My mom, she personally, when she was younger, they used kombucha in order to like filter out any like bacteria in their like teas and waters. My family uses garlic whenever we feel sick in our teas.
Why not combine the two?
The garlic is able to kill off the bacteria, and the kombucha SCOBY is able to bring in the bacteria from the water to remove it.
She made 2 kinds of capsules with kombucha SCOBY, which is a kind of starter culture for kombucha. One with kombucha SCOBY and garlic, another with kombucha SCOBY and neem. When she asked to shop for the ingredients, her parents had no idea what she was cooking up.
She was going with her mom, like going to shops and getting something, but really, like even her mom mentioned some time back, she initially, like she kind of irritated to go, like why, what are all these stuff, like neem?
He's basically saying when she went to buy these ingredients, people were looking at her like, what do you want with these ingredients and why are you asking for them? But she was serious about what she wanted to do and wanted to get those ingredients.
Her idea, though, which she developed from October up until last month, worked.
I put the capsule in the water for 1 hour, and it was able to kill off the algae.
She submitted her findings to the National STEM Festival and was one of 52 students around the country selected to present in DC this summer. While the festival was an honor and her parents were very proud of her, the goal of her project is a lot bigger.
We want to make sure that people who don't have access to like money and like don't have access to buy that expensive like types of material can still afford it.
Hanisha wants the world to have access to clean water, and she believes in her ability to help make that happen.
Okay, so clearly, Hanisha did a lot of this work herself, just incredible.
Yeah, she did, but she ended up reaching out to a bunch of professors and got some help from Professor Mark Schoenbeck at UNO. So he helped her with testing the water before and after she used those cultures.
That's awesome. Now, was she planning on developing this further at all, or?
Yeah, so it killed the algae, but it didn't kill all of the bacteria in the water. So she's planning on doing a little more work to get this completely developed and tested. So she's going to make some adjustments, and it's a good first step to her being a researcher like she was planning on.
Yeah, that is just so incredible. What a talented young woman.
Yeah, I think so
Great
too.
story.
So she basically says she mixed the kombucha with the garlic, and it actually did work. Then she basically she put it into a capsule form, and it actually, when she put it in there, she saw that it was breaking down the algae. There's still parts of it that she's working on. But look, 16 years old to be that close, I think she's on to something. She may need a little bit of security out there, you guys, because companies may not like her. Poland Spring, Brita, all these other purifying companies, they may not like her too much, because why? Her goal is to do this and make it affordable for everybody to be able to do it. And I like that idea right there. Let's keep on going, you guys. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. I'm hoping that you guys loved today's episode. We've been talking about a lot of stuff that have to do with health and wellness. And of course, We always like to look out for you guys. So let's try to get those likes up to 300, because if you do so, you'll be receiving 6 of these Our Bottom Line keychains, and also 6 Our Bottom Line decals. All you got to do is email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Send me your address where you want them sent to, and I'll make sure that I get them over. But we got to get those likes up to 300 in order to get that merch out to make it make sense. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Talking about that water. Question: does drinking water in 3 sips actually help your body? Has anybody ever saw this before? Anybody tell you to take 3 sips of water? What is the 3 sips actually doing? Does it do anything? Does it satiate you? Does it actually quench anything? What does it actually do? Let's get into this real quick, you guys. Let's go.
Drink water sitting down slowly in 3 sips. But what does it actually do inside your body? This habit comes from traditional wisdom that has been passed down for generations. So let us look at what genuinely happens and which parts are practical truth versus belief.
Like I said, this is our health and wellness section. It started pretty early today, but guess what? I said to myself, what if we actually did a whole episode of health and wellness? Let's try to start blending it in more. Let's see if that works. I like where we're going with this. We're going to start this all over again right now. You guys back on this water tip and see what's going to happen when does 3 sips of water actually help out. Come on, you guys. Welcome to the health and wellness section.
Did the refs manipulate?
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let's go.
You drink water sitting down slowly in 3 sips. But what does it actually do inside your body? This habit comes from traditional wisdom that has been passed down for generations. So let us look at what genuinely happens and which parts are practical truth versus belief. Start with the honest foundation. The exact number of sips is not a scientific rule. There is no proven magic in 3 specifically, but the idea behind it does carry real value. The true benefit is not the number, it is the behavior the number creates. 3 sips forces you to slow down, pause, and drink mindfully instead of gulping. When you sit and sip slowly, you drink in a calm, controlled way. Your body receives the water gently, and you are far less likely to swallow excess air. Gulping large amounts fast while rushing often leads to swallowing air.
And then that's when you get the bubbles and stuff. So even if you're very thirsty, it's actually better to sip. You actually see the flow. And if you guys saw the flap, the one that goes for the food to the stomach, that also you want to make sure that you don't choke yourself by drinking so fast as well. How many of you guys ever try to do that? Next thing you know, because you're drinking so fast that you're thirsty, you spit up a little bit. That's why, because it's going down the other side where it's not supposed to be, and you're regurgitating it.
Which can cause bloating, burping, and a feeling of discomfort. Slow sipping avoids this. Sitting also relaxes your body. When you are seated and calm, your nervous system is in a rested state, which is the ideal state for digestion and absorption. In this calm state, your body can comfortably take in the water.
Exactly. Someone here, that's right, Kalesip. I've been told to drink slowly to get the benefits of the water. I'm going to put different flavors of packets, and I always sip. I don't know, flavor packets is cool, but we rather have a regular water, Jelena. Cold water slows down digestion. Okay, so what are you saying? That one song maybe room temperature? That's a good observation to look into. Let's keep on going, you guys. Thank you guys for your comments too.
Send it through your digestive system and absorb it into your bloodstream without any rush or strain.
Okay.
Drinking slowly also gives your body a moment to register the water. This can help you actually notice your thirst.
Yeah, I get what they're saying in that. Not only that, but a lot of times people want cold water because it may be hot outside, or they feel like it's going to help quench their thirst and cool them down at the same time. So I understand why a lot of people like cold water or ice water and stuff like that. But I really don't know if there's a big difference between the temperature of the coolness or actually helping to cool you down at all. If there's a difference there. I don't know personally.
How much you are drinking, rather than drinking on autopilot. There is another quiet benefit. Slow, mindful drinking helps you build a steady hydration habit across the day, rather than chugging huge amounts in one go. And steady hydration is what your body truly wants. Drinking moderate amounts spread throughout the day is gentler and more effective than flooding yourself all at once. When you drink an enormous volume very quickly, your body cannot use it all at once, and much of it is simply passed out. Sipping lets your body use water more efficiently. Sitting down also reduces the chance of gulping too fast, which for some people can cause a brief uncomfortable or bloated feeling. The calm pace protects against that. Now the honest boundary. Sitting and sipping does not unlock secret powers or cure disease. The benefits are about comfort, mindfulness, and steady hydration, and those are real enough. What it is not is a magic ritual that detoxes you or transforms your health on its own.
Okay, when you say 55, no AC in my car in Texas. I get ice water before I leave to keep core cool. Gotcha.
Water and the consistency are doing the work. The style just makes it gentler. So the deep...
Another good observation. Unfiltered says, yeah, fully drive too much and you can actually drown yourself. I had to take someone to the hospital the other day and I did that and they didn't make it. Okay, I don't know if that's true, but okay. Fighters who weight cut have to control their water intake after their weigh in. If they were starting chugging, it would kill them. Wow, good observation right there. Wow, that's crazy because your internals have to warm up, break down the nutrients in food intake. See, a lot of you guys know about this stuff, but it's giving us good information that we need to know. Wait a minute, what's that? We have the hardest working host in YouTube, Our Bottom Line. Let's keep going.
Deeper lesson of the 3 sips is mindfulness. A reminder to slow down, be present, and treat even a simple glass of water as something done with care.
Okay.
Whether it is 3 sips or simply slow, calm drinking, the principle is the same. Sit, relax, sip gently, and let your body take in the water the way it prefers. Follow body protocols. The number is tradition, but the wisdom is real. Slow down, drink mindfully, and your body receives every glass a little better.
I thought about that before too. You don't necessarily have to have ice cold water because sometimes when it's too cold, you can't drink it. Because when you're trying to chug it, it's too cold. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's at a moderate level, you can drink more. And another thing too, if you sip it slow, you won't feel that big watery feeling. Because you know when you're really thirsty, we all do it. There's many times where we drink too much water and we're feeling a little bit extra, like we got that extra water on our stomach because we were so hot and we just went extra. We all do it. Like you're supposed to just have 1 cup and you just try to have another one or another glass and a half, and you got to really sit down in order to really get yourself together. You guys know what I'm talking about. Another thing too that makes your kidneys work a lot more. And the faster you put it into your body, you probably, I don't know about the blood flow and if it's affecting that. It didn't say that part. But you don't want to have anything rushing into your body like that. You want to give it time to adapt. Adaptation, that's one thing I do know about. Adaptation is something that's really good. The way you introduce things to your body is very important, as well as when you're coming off of a fast. You don't want to eat potato chips and burgers and stuff like that, red meats and all of that strong stuff. You want to start off with like broths, light things like salads, and then you introduce heavier things back into your diet to like let your body start building up on a great foundation instead of putting bad things in there. And guess what? It ain't over, because guess what? You know what's part of health and wellness besides drinking water in 3 sips? That's actually going to be in our health and wellness section so that you guys can check this out and look at it again on our Discord. But do you know what happens besides the fact when we're talking about drinking water in 3 sips? How many of you guys are living in the world that I'm living in? Huh? What do you mean, Boogotti? Yeah. How many of you guys are living in the world that I'm living in? I'm talking about the world where we're watching videos of people fighting on a train. I'm talking about videos of people that are taking advantage of people because they don't know how to defend themselves. I'm talking about all these crazy people walking around and doing things out here and basically assaulting and hurting people. Well, guess what, you guys? One thing about health and wellness, you got to be honest with you. You got to know how to protect the vessel, right? You got to know how to protect it some kind of way sometimes, you guys. We can't just be out here eating good, looking good, make sure that we're putting the right things in our bodies. We got to know how to protect the home, protect the body, right? This is part of it, having a good, safe place to have you inside of, where you can wash, eat your food, and get the proper amount of sleep. But what about when you step out into those streets? Can you protect yourself is what I'm asking you guys. What do you do if you're pushed up against the wall? What are you going to do to protect yourself? I know a lot of people have pow-pows. A lot of people can protect themselves. In New York, you can't have that. And you can't even have a Yeah, you can't have a knife either, because if it's over 4 inches, you're going to be arrested once the police pull you over. If you got a knife longer than these 4 inches right here, you're going to jail. And if you do something with it to protect yourself 9 times out of 10, you still might go to jail. I don't understand the science in that. So right about now, you know what we're about to get into, you guys, because we've never covered this part on health and wellness before. Yeah, you might have to knock somebody's dome off. That's right, you might have to protect yourself. You might have to get busy. So what we doing right now, you guys, that's right. I'm going to show you where to hit them and how to hit them and how hard to hit them. You guys, I'm not telling you and giving you this information for you to go out there and turn into a last dragon or the ninja, but you might need to protect yourself. You might need to catch somebody in the throat with a chop. I don't know. You never know. But I'm going to tell you one thing before you leave up out of here today. You're going to know where to hit them, how to hit them, and what it's going to affect. Let's get into it right now, you guys, because health and wellness has to do with protecting your health and wellness as well. Fellas, special for us. Women, come on over here, because just in case they think that because you small, understand something. If you 130 pounds, you can take down a 300-pound man if you crack him in the right place. He got you in the corner trying to snatch your purse, trying to act like he's going to be feeling up on you or some stupid stuff at a bar, whatever like that. Come on now. You might be getting the handcuffs after what you learn now. You might be getting the, while he on the ground, ladies, but I'd rather you be getting the cuffs than get hurt. Let's get into it right now. We got 10 body off switches that stop fighters. You hear what I'm trying to tell you? I don't care how good you are as a fighter. These are human points of the body. And if you a Bruce Lee, a karate fighter, a master, you know what you do? You focus on those body parts. You don't even listen to the conversation. That's what real masters and fighters do. So what I'm trying to tell you guys out here, while they doing all that other stuff, you looking at their throat, you looking at the midsection, you looking at these parts right here to protect yourself when you're backed up against the wall. Do not use these strategies and these tactics to overpower people with anything unnecessary. Please, please do not use this to harm anybody. Please don't. But I have no choice but to show you guys how to protect yourself. We got 10 body off switches. You heard what I'm telling you? Body off switches that stop fighters, and science is the one that's breaking this down. This comes in from Master Yourself. The channel is called Master Yourself, and we're not even going to play around with it. The nervous system has on and off switches. How nerves actually in the compression overrides reflexes. So if you crack somebody in the nerve, all of that, they bigger than you and all of that, it goes out the window. It's out of there. It's done. You hit them in the right place, suppression, they out of there. And how about this? If you can run, run. If you don't have to engage, run. Straight up and down. I would never be a real man to tell you if you don't got to engage with nobody to get up out of there. Because who wants to be rolling around on the ground with somebody? If you can get up out of there, get out of there. But if you can't, here go 10 body off switches that stop fighters, and science proves it. Y'all ready to go? Because I'm ready to go. Let's get it.
And years in a gym. But your body has 10 nerve pathways that can shut an attacker down with less force than opening a door. No muscle, no technique, just biology. A 120-pound person can drop a 250-pound attacker in under 3 seconds. Not with a punch, not with a weapon, with a single finger on the right nerve. Today, 10 nerve strikes that make strength irrelevant. Your body runs on electricity. 7 trillion nerve signals fire every second. And buried just beneath your skin are 10 major nerve clusters that act like emergency shutoff switches. You do
10 clusters that act like emergency shutoff switches. If you know where they are, and he's up on you or she's up on you and you can't help it, hakata. Get them. Let's go.
Not need to be stronger. You need to know where they are. Every nerve I'm about to show you sits under a centimeter of skin. Compress it at the right angle, and the brain receives a signal so overwhelming, it overrides pain, fear, even the will to fight. This is not martial arts mythology. This is anatomy. Everything here is education. These techniques target the nervous system and can cause permanent damage. I am not teaching you to hurt people. I am explaining how anatomy works so you understand your own vulnerability. Never use these except in a genuine life-threatening situation.
Never use these except in a genuine life-threatening situation. Now let's start it off, you guys. Let's go.
If you can run, run. Go train with a qualified professional. Keep watching, and you agree you understand that. Nerve number 10, the radial nerve. It runs down the back of your forearm, 2 inches below your elbow. You have felt it, the funny bone. But a deliberate strike here is not funny. The radial nerve sits just beneath the skin with almost zero muscle or fat protecting it. A sharp downward strike with the edge of your hand sends a shockwave into the nerve bundle. The attacker's hand opens involuntarily. Their wrist drops. Their forearm goes numb. It does not matter if they are gripping a weapon or grabbing your collar.
Crack their ass right here. You crack them right here. Don't matter what they holding. They out of there. Crack them hard enough.
One strike and their hand stops working. The brain receives a pain signal so overwhelming it overrides all voluntary motor control. The weapon drops. The grip releases. Special forces units target this nerve and weapon disarms. You do not pry the weapon away. You kill the hand holding it. Nerve number...
Don't pry the weapon away. Kill the nerve holding it. You see what I'm saying? He got that right there trying to... Hawk! It's going to drop. Catch him right there. It's going to hurt even worse because there's nothing but bone right there.
9. The common peroneal nerve. It runs along the outside of your knee where the bone juts out. In some people, it is less than a centimeter beneath the skin. A sharp kick to the outside of the knee compresses this nerve against the bone. The entire leg below the knee goes limp. The ankle buckles. They drop to one knee or collapse. This is the same spot that gives you a dead leg on a coffee table. But
you kick somebody right there, that same one that mess you up. You hit that knee the wrong way on that coffee table, or somebody hit you in the knee a certain way, oh man, you done right there. You crack somebody in the knee. It's over. That's right. Let's go.
Deliberate strike short circuits the nerve signals to the lower leg. The muscles stop receiving commands. The leg becomes dead weight. They cannot chase you. They cannot stand. And it requires no strength, just accuracy.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I don't have anything. You get what I'm saying? Oh, please don't take my wallet. Oh my God, that's how you, and play the victim. Oh my God, no, hakata. Oh, yeah, that's what we're talking about right there. Play the victim. Get the Academy Award for the best supporting until you crack them and get them on the ground. Let's keep on going, let's go. We gotta go up to number 8 now.
Nerve number 8, the brachial plexus. It is a web of 5 nerves branching from your spine, running under your collarbone, feeding your entire arm. The most vulnerable point sits in the armpit, protected only by skin and thin tissue. A sharp upward strike into the armpit compresses the entire plexus against the ribcage. The effect is like cutting a power cord. The arm...
Yeah, right. That's another one right there. They're like, give me your money. Ha! Huh. You get them up under there, they done. If you're able to hit somebody up under their arm, they done. And if you catch them right there, they done too. And a lot of times you guys might have to play the role of victim until you can get close enough. Oh, I'm sorry, don't take my, boom. And guess what? You gotta practice those parts. We need to know what the numbers are and where. We need to know the numbers and where these body parts are, right? We need to know the top of the knee, in this part right here, under the arm. Let's get some more, y'all. Let's get some more.
Arm dies instantly. Not just pain, the arm literally stops receiving signals. The attacker cannot raise it, close their fist, or maintain a grab. Chinese pressure point systems called this the armpit gate 400 years ago. They understood what neurologists confirm today. Compress the brachial plexus and you shut down the entire arm. No strength needed, just precision. Nerve number 7. The trigeminal nerve. It is the largest cranial nerve in your body, splitting into 3 branches across your face. One branch runs across your jawline, right where you would place a thumb during a choke. A firm press against the point where the jaw meets the ear sends a pain signal so intense, the brain prioritizes it over everything else.
So you want to catch their ass right here with everything you got. I mean, you just... Both hands if you got to. Get off of me. Right here, right there, with the little nerve right there between that ear, that little part right there. I mean, you could punch it too now. Haka, you can do that now. And if he get close up on you and try to grab you, and he got you in a bear hug or something like that, and you're trying to, don't punch him on the side of the head and hurt your hand. Get him right here, right there. You see this right here? Right there, right there. Right in the back of his ear. And right with the, you know what I'm saying?
Vision blurs, balance wavers, the jaw goes slack. This is the same nerve that causes trigeminal neuralgia. Doctors call
I'm with the trigeminal neuralgia. Whatever that is and triggering it, let's do that. Let's do that to him. As long as he get off you and he got you up in the air, woman or whatever, don't be trying to punch him in the side of your head, messing up your fist. Right here. Get him.
Call it the suicide disease because the pain is so severe. Even mild compression creates a sensory overload that forces the brain to reset. If an attacker has you in a headlock, your hand is already near this nerve. Drive your thumb into the jaw joint and press. The headlock releases. Not because they choose to let go, because their nervous system forces them to. Nerve number 6.
Yeah, he got you in the headlock. You over here like this, right? So now you reach your arm around, all you doing is, and he like this trying to turn his head, but the problem is the more he turn his head, the more he exposing his neck to the headlock. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try that one right there, boy. Put me in the headlock real quick. Come here for a minute. Yo, what was that, man? You crazy? Oh no, it works. We're just trying something new. We're just trying to see if it works. Let's go, y'all.
The phrenic nerve. It controls your diaphragm and originates in the neck at the C3, C4, and C5 vertebrae.
Now this is why it's dangerous. Because when they start telling you names of what parts of the body is, that's when you got to pay attention. This is why the technique is not necessary. I'm going to be honest with you guys right now. I don't know karate, but I know crazy. Yeah, and once you get to a point where you ain't got no choice, yeah, you remember these points, they going to let you go. I ain't messing with her. She's crazy. I don't know what's wrong, her or him. You want people to, after start messing with you, you want them to say, he is crazy or she is crazy, get the hell away from me. That's what you want. You shouldn't have came over here and messed with me in the first place.
A strike to the side of the neck, just below the ear and behind the jaw, shocks the phrenic nerve at its origin. The diaphragm spasms. Breathing stops. Not for a second, for several seconds. This is not a choke. A choke blocks blood or air. This is a neurological shutdown of the breathing mechanism itself. The brain is getting oxygen, the airway is open, but the body simply forgets to breathe. The panic is immediate and primal. When the brain cannot breathe, every other priority gets shelved. Nerve number 5. The tibial nerve. It runs through the back of the knee in the soft hollow called the popliteal fossa. No bone, no muscle, just skin, a few blood vessels in a major nerve highway.
Think about this. If there's a bunch of nerves there and you hit it, it's hitting against bone. So then it's going to automatically, that's why you see when people get hit like by those karate experts and you see them do that, huh! And you see a person go like that real quick and they fall down. Because that's why they train their legs. But if you hit them right in the back or somewhere where those bones and those nerves is at, they're going straight down. Another reason why is because the blood pressure, the blood is going to stop at the point when you're hitting them. And then it's going to be no muscle being able to be supported right there because the blood flow is stopped. So now you're getting them to go down. Once you get them to go down, shit, do what the hell you got to do. Just keep on going, y'all. Let's go.
Direct strike to the back of the knee compresses the tibial nerve against the joint. The leg buckles immediately, not from pain, from nerve disruption. The tibial nerve controls the calf muscles in the foot. When compressed, those muscles stop firing. The ankle goes slack. The knee folds. The attacker drops as if their leg was cut out. Unlike a joint lock, this requires no grappling. Unlike a kick to the kneecap, this requires no force. A quick, precise strike to the back of the knee drops them. And when they are on the ground, you run. Nerve number...
Yeah, I mean... He said run. I'm going to kick him in the head, then I'm going to run. I'm a little extra. I want to make sure you down. Boop, out of there. This way I got a little bit extra time. You know what I'm saying? I know what I like about this person. They're not telling you to continuously stay there and keep on harming someone. They're just telling you enough to protect yourself, which is what we respect. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Wax on, wax off. Come on, y'all. Let's get it.
Number 4. The sciatic nerve.
It already hurt. The hell you talking about? Man, you let somebody kick me in my sciatic nerve. If I got a weapon, I'm using it. It already hurt. Y'all, anybody got sciatic nerve pain over here? I'm one of them. You kick me in my top of my butt or my back, it's already going down. You think you're the only one with that pain and how strong that nerve is? Sciatic nerve strike. Let's go. Let's get it, you guys. Number 4.
Longest and thickest nerve in the human body, running from your lower back through your buttock and down the back of your thigh. In the upper thigh, just below the glute, it is as thick as your thumb and sitting right under the skin. A sharp strike to the back of the upper thigh compresses this massive nerve against the femur. Total leg failure. The quadriceps stop firing. The knee gives out, the attacker drops. Police baton training targets this exact area. It is called a motor dysfunction strike. One hit and the leg stops working. The person goes down and stays down long enough for you to escape. It does not matter how strong their legs are. The sciatic nerve does not care about muscle mass. A 300-pound attacker and a 150-pound attacker have the same nerve in the same place at the same depth.
Don't matter how much you weigh. Long as you crack that sciatic nerve the right way, they going down.
Biology does not negotiate. Nerve number 3, the celiac plexus. It is a dense network of nerves sitting directly behind the stomach, connected to the vagus nerve, controlling blood flow to your abdominal organs. A sharp strike to the solar plexus, the soft spot below the rib cage, does not just knock the wind out. It sends a shock wave into the celiac plexus, triggering a vagal response so powerful the body essentially reboots.
Now, I've actually had the pleasure of doing this before because I'm very sneaky when it comes down to fights. See, a person like me, I can go from, see what I'm saying right there? You never, right there. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You always, you never know. Always, you guys. And the way, come on, ladies, use that charm. Oh my God, I'm so scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, use it. Oh my, and if you got to go in your bag to pull something out, do what you got. We're only showing you stuff as far as how to protect yourself. Once you get out of that situation, get the hell up out of there. Once you got them knocked down or whatever for a little bit, don't stick around. I'm not going to be like what I normally say. Don't stick around. Just get yourself out of there. That's all.
Heart rate drops, blood pressure crashes, vision tunnels, legs go weak, and in many cases, consciousness is lost entirely. This is not a punch to the gut. This is targeted disruption of the body's autonomic control center. When you hit the right spot with the right angle, you are not causing pain. You are forcing a system reset. The body shuts down to protect itself, and by the time it reboots, you are gone. Nerve number 2. The greater occipital nerve. It runs from the top of your spinal cord up the back of your skull, just beneath the skin, connected to the trigeminal system in the front. A strike to the base of the skull compresses this nerve against the occipital bone. The brain receives conflicting signals from the front and back of the head simultaneously. Vision goes white. Balance is destroyed.
And that's why you see people get knocked out when they get hit by the occipital, either over here with a full flush or over here with a full flush. I've actually been able to be a master of landing that punch. When you get it full flush, it's really good. You can do it fast or you can actually do it slow. Just depends on the amount of pressure that you apply. Some people can apply the pressure during the motion. Some people can actually land it and hit with the motion, depending on the strength of your arm and your accuracy. And how you land is very important. If you land here, you may have a chance of hurting your hand because it's the jawline, also getting some teeth knocked out. You land over here, you got a better chance of doing it, but the closer you are over in this direction or right there, they're going to sleep. Let's keep on going.
In many cases, the overload causes temporary blackout. This is why rabbit punches are illegal in every combat sport. A strike to the back of the head crashes the system. The brainstem, controlling breathing and heart rate, sits millimeters away. A precise strike can cause the attacker to collapse instantly, disoriented and unable to continue. This is a last resort technique. The margin between temporary disruption and permanent damage is razor thin. But
that's why I said, be careful doing that, because there's a lot of people don't come back from that. And I had situations where I've actually mastered it before and it looked good, it looked sweet and all of that, no doubt. I'm talking about seconds. Boom, you get somebody to go out. But when this one guy was real tall and when he fell, it was like a tree going down and he hit his head on the bottom of the top of the light post on the corner of my block. He hit his head as he was going down. So that's why I'm saying, you guys, you could win and still lose. That's why you got to be careful out here. I won that fight, but knock, 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 until they found out that he was lying. I had to go through all that situation right there. But yeah, you guys, sometimes you got to do what you got to do in order to get out of a bad situation. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Keep on moving. And that's why we're showing you this, guys, only to defend yourselves, only. Use these key areas to defend yourselves.
If your life is on the line, this nerve is the off switch. Subscribe to Master Yourself and hit the notification bell so you do not miss next week. 7 forbidden headbutt targets that drop attackers instantly. The skull science no dojo teaches. Stay safe. Stay aware. Biology beats strength every single time.
You heard that. Biology beats strength every single time. And if you guys want to look into these areas yourself, you might want to. We're in a different time now. We didn't have to protect ourselves so much, carry weapons and all of that now before. Now we actually have to be very careful about our protection, you guys. So the only reason we're showing this to you guys is because it's part of the health and wellness section, and it's part of protecting ourselves, protecting our health and our wellness. And this comes in from 10 body off switches that stop fighters, science in parentheses. Again, 10 body off switches that stop fighters and science. Also, this comes in from the Master Yourself channel. Master Yourself. And guess what, you guys? It's going to be right where? In the health and wellness section in the Discord. So if you're not a member of our Discord, what are you waiting for? You should have been a member of our Discord, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward and double tap that screen to get those likes up. We got to keep on moving, you guys, because guess what? It ain't over. It ain't. I thought you guys ain't like the beat. Party ain't over. Groove me. Ow, let's go, you guys. This is crazy right here. I don't know why I decided to put this here, because it's not funny and it's not something that we normally would play. I'm actually skipping over something just to play this for you guys. But you ever got hit by something like a car and saw people like fly up in the air? I'm talking about, not you, but you ever see something get hit and fly up in the air? Or you've probably heard about it before. Boy, when that car hit him, he went about 8 feet. Well, guess what? Not only can cars do it and bulls do it, but bisons can do it too. Not M. Bison from Street Fighter. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about a real bison. This man was running for all of his life. He was trying to save himself, but that bison caught him. And boy, oh boy, I have to say probably about 8 feet in the air. I thought this was AI. I thought it was fake. Come here, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation right here. This man right here is getting chased by a bison, and it catches him and sends him fly like an eagle, flying in the air. Let me open up this screen real quick. Be careful of bison. Also, you guys, I forgot to tell you, if I didn't tell you already, we're actually giving away keychains and decals today. If we can get up to 300 likes, and that's double tapping that screen to get those likes up. This is the Our Bottom Line keychain right there. If you take that blue off, you're gonna see a brand new keychain up under there. I don't take it off until I send it to you. I let you have the pleasure of doing that. Also, we have these Our Bottom Line decals over here. 6 of them that we're gonna be sending out. But that's only if you guys will get those likes up to at least 300. That's right. If you're going to get those likes up to 300 today, we'll be sending out 6 of the Our Bottom Line keychains, as well as 6 of the Our Bottom Line decals. Showing some love to you guys out there for supporting the show, but we got to get those numbers up in order to do that. How to do it? Hit those 3 buttons, hit that like, and come on and be a part of the show. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? We're on our way to 74,000 subscribers. And right after that, 100,000. We're working still to bring you guys the #1 show, #1 co-host, and #1 family on YouTube while we're on. Ain't nobody messing with us. Now, be careful of those bisons out there, you guys. Be careful of those bisons.
Now to the frightening scene at Yellowstone National Park. A grandfather out on a walk with his grandson was attacked by a charging bison and thrown at least 8 feet into the air. He was injured but is expected to be okay. ABC's Melissa Dunn has the latest.
Tonight, these are the heart-stopping moments. A grandfather was attacked by a bison at Yellowstone National Park. The dramatic video posted online by a professional photographer shows a bison, which can weigh more than 1,500 pounds, charging after the 65-year-old, flipping him into the air.
Did y'all see how high that grown man was lifted in the air?
You see the man and his grandchild stop to take photos of the bison. Seconds later, the massive mammal then charges, chasing the family around trees before the man is thrown multiple feet into the air.
Fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let the bison carry me. I want to fly.
Seriously injuring him. Another video shows the bison running past tents at a campsite before the incident. The grandfather is lucky to be alive. Millions of people visit Yellowstone every year to see the park's famous wildlife. Unfortunately, this is not the first time we've seen bison charging tourists.
As for that 65-year-old, he was hospitalized and is recovering from his injuries. Yellowstone National Park warns people to keep at least 25 yards away from bison at all times.
I like to try to catch it when he's still in the air.
And if too close, you are warned to retreat immediately. Lindsay?
So glad to hear him.
White folk. I hate to do it to you guys, but I know I love y'all, right? I got most of you guys are white folk. Why y'all out there fucking with them bison? Why y'all out there fucking with them bison, y'all? Why are y'all out there fucking with them bison? I don't know. What are you doing? Hell with Yellowstone, hell with Boo Boo, hell with Yogi. I'm not messing with no bison. I'm not doing it. I don't know. That was fast as hell. That bison was out of that old man was digging. He was digging. He thought he had it when he came through that tree until that bison said, whoom. He talking about 8 feet. Man, listen, on camera, that was at least about 10 feet in the air. Grown man, 200 something pounds. That bison flipped him like a toothpick. Imagine what it can do to a car. I'm staying home. Look at that. Look at Lori said, no, I'm staying home. The one individual that didn't approach the buffalo, look for a selfie. Wait a minute. You don't walk up to no bison and take no picture of them, probably. Oh my God. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Got him. There you go. Oh my. Can I take a picture of you, Mr. Bison? I don't know what the hell he was thinking. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what made them go over there. Soon as it came through the campgrounds, keep the tent, keep everything. I'm out of here. What are you talking about, Boogotti? We leaving. That bison is mad right now. You done took his land. That was personal. That damn bison ain't out there talking about no messing with one person. That was personal. He want everybody to leave. He wants his land back. And you're lucky his brothers and his sisters ain't out there tossing the rest of y'all up. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got to get on to the last video today. I hate even telling you guys it's the last one, but I can't even help it because that was crazy right there. Let's keep on going right now. We got to go on over here right now because this little cat right here, you know how they are when you first meet them and when you really want to open your home to them. You know, you open the door and when you would decide, you know what, I'm going to let this cat or this dog live in my house. I got to say, you guys, I think that's one of the most beautifulest feelings to me. The cat or the dog might not even know it. But once you open your door like that, that's basically saying, come on in and be a part of my life and I'm going to let you be a part of mine. So what's going on right now is a scared stray cat makes his first steps into his forever home. You know, we've been covering all of the pets right now. So yes, massive love, nothing but love. And we're going to subscribe as well to Cuddle Buddies right now. We're going to subscribe and show you guys how to do it. Subscribe, right? Just like you do under me. And then you want to hit that arrow right there and you want to press all. And when you press all, that means you're going to get all of the notifications from Our Bottom Line as well. So right up under me, subscribe, hit that, see that all, and make sure that you get all, so that you get all notifications when we're going to be on.
Come here, kitty. Hey, it's okay, I got some work. Come here. There you go.
He made his first steps in. It's the first time he ever came in, you guys, right there.
When Cinnamon first came in the house, I couldn't believe that. Good boy. A few months ago, once he would spot me, his eyes would get real big and he'd run away. And now, he walked into the kitchen, I had to let me pet him.
I gotta close the door though.
Okay?
What's he gonna do now? He's gonna check on Daddy? Oh.
I used to like Garfield too.
It was pretty cool because I never thought that was gonna happen.
There he is.
One day, I noticed there was a cat walking
He needed that cat. He ain't have an animal already. He needed the cat.
around my yard. He was afraid and he looked like he was starving. At this point, I wasn't sure if he was abandoned or a feral cat. But my initial instinct was there's a skinny animal outside, he needs help. I just bought some cat food for him and I put it out on the deck.
Hey, buddy.
Cinnabon would visit probably a few times a week.
Named him Cinnabon.
He would take a bite to eat, and then he'd freeze. He probably thought that it was unusual that there's so much food and that could be a trap.
Hey, sweetie. What you doing?
I realized he was homeless and actually needed a home more than just food. And I just accepted a challenge to try to get him to come inside.
Why the gators me?
But at first, I would try to watch him through the window.
Hi, buddy. Are you watching the birds outside?
Then I'd open the sliding door, talking to him.
Why are you so fidgety?
I like when they vocal like that. He already picked his owner.
Come on inside. Come here.
Thanks, Jack.
He eventually got to a point where he would just stand at the door and look inside.
No threats inside. You can come in.
I could tell he wanted inside, but he didn't have all the courage to actually make that.
See that cute face right there? How could you deny, how could you not Cinnabon?
That leap.
See, here you go. There you go.
That was a huge moment.
Chicken place it?
But he wasn't sure about me, and I was a little afraid too.
Whoa.
So I gave him some space.
What's he doing in there?
He just slowly got more comfortable to being inside.
What a baby.
Probably a couple days after, he got really close to me. And then, but once he let me pet him, it accelerated pretty fast from there.
Oh, look, he climbs him in. There you go. That's so cute.
He has a really well-balanced life now, being inside and outside when he wants to be.
Wanna go back inside, buddy?
If I go downstairs and put a movie on, he hops in your lap.
We're watching the Terminator.
Good boy. And then I'll just pet him. Then outside we go for walks in the woods.
Oh.
You can tell he's really happy. Having an animal that kind of just picked you, that's really amazing to me.
Yes, you guys, we love our animals around here, and you know how we do it over at Our Bottom Line. We love the animals. And if you are trying to promote your business and get out there in front of many more people, you can promote right over here on Our Bottom Line. How are you going to do that? You're going to send us your promo. That's right, your promo, and we're going to put it up in the post notification area. But it has to be in 1080 by 1080 size form, you guys. And what are we doing right now? That's why we're leaving early. We got to go set up these stores because I'm tired of being in here. I'm tired of telling you guys to press the all button so that you can see when we got other stuff going on. In order for me to have other stuff going on, sometimes you got to get out there and set it up. So what are we setting up? The Show Your Talent search. That's what we're doing today, locking in locations so that the next time we have this conversation, we can tell you guys where we're going to be. What is the Show Your Talent search? That's the talent search where anybody on the show can actually be a part of it too. But anybody in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, we're starting off in New York first. You can be a part of this talent show where you can win, boom, $250 in the first round. And after we get everybody together from all the boroughs and plus one person from right on this live, you get a chance to go up against everybody for the $1,000 prize. That's right, it's the Show Your Talent search, and it's going to be premiered right here on Our Bottom Line as well. And guess what? It's going to be sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. You want to be a part of the talent show? All you got to do is go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. And if you want to get lit, you got to drink Big Drip. You see that right there coming in from Miss Swanza. You want to buy some Big Drip and you want to see what it tastes like? Go ahead over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. 2 G's, 2 P's. Cutwater ain't messing with this. And you guys already have a lot to say about that Cutwater crap. It ain't better than Big Drip. More filtered, 14% alcohol. Also, look at that. That's a 12-ounce can right there, you guys. You know what's in it? Grape, raspberry with a lemon blend. And guess what we took out? The bubbles. Ain't no bubbles, so you can drink it straight down. 14%, that means you got at least 2 drinks in every can. Very affordable right there. Very affordable and a very good drink if I do must say so myself. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? You know how we do it over here, guys. We end it the same way we started, and that's what we're gonna do right now. We got to get those prayers in the air for everybody here. I'm hoping you all were able to stick around for the entire show. I'm hoping that you got a lot out of the health and wellness sections, and that's with an S. Whether it's cleaning the fruits, whether it's what's going on with cyclosclerosis, and whether it's defending yourselves. And you may have found a good area. Maybe one of you picked up and said, I'll take number 3 as my strike area when it comes down to my protection. You guys know what I'm talking about. That last health and wellness when it came down to the defense of your body, only if you have to. Also, you guys, we're going to get those prayers in the air right now for ourselves, our animals, our family, and everybody out there in the world. We're going to pray for happiness. We want to pray for respect and love. Can't help but pray for health, and we want to pray for all of you guys out there. And again, to our family and our animals. What are we praying for right now, Miss Swanza, Guy and Elsa? Can't forget about Bernie and Turbo. Can't forget about Miss Keisha. Also Rebecca, long in Bueno Time, and then from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I saw you, Angry and Colessive. Can't forget about Jolena also over here. Who's that? Issa, Lisa? Okay, Liz. Okay, cool. Mark Dorvix. Okay, I see you in there. Mark Dorfman is here too. Mary Tanner. Can't forget about Colessive. Can't forget about, who's that? Level Planet Productions. Glad I see we got a lot of new people in here, and I'm hoping you guys love the show. Jolena, you know we're going to pray for you. God bless you, Miss Keisha. Also, G-Man. Can't forget about Miss Keisha. Deborah David. Can't forget about Kimmy. Who's that? Robin Murray. Sarah Collins. We got to make sure that we're praying for you as well, for your health, as well as your family. That's right, you guys. Who else? Brian King Falcone. Can't forget about Miss Swanza and Sam Champion. Also, Mary Tanner, Colessive, also our Angels Among Us, Winter Rising, Jeffrey Spilker. Can't forget about Batty Lynn, Liberty and Justice. That's right, Liberty and Justice. Casey Ramos. You guys can't forget about Casey Ramos. Teddy, Terry, Justin, Jordan. Also, we can't forget about Mark Dorfman. Who else we got in there? Deborah, Jelena, Mary Israel. Okay, Miss Swanza, Lisa, 8641 Jelena, and myself, Boogotti, NYC. That's it, you guys. We're going to be right back here tomorrow at 6 o'clock. We had to start early today because I said I got to get out of here, but we'll be right back at our original time tomorrow. That's right, you guys. Tuesday at 6 o'clock, right back here on Our Bottom Line, the #1 show on YouTube, if I do have to say so it myself. Trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section, you guys. You guys have a fantastic day, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on Monday early, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, get 'em. See ya. Peace.